Boom. We are supposed to be live. It should be starting here any second. All right, everybody. I'm hoping we're live. I don't have the live showing on my little video here yet.
All right, everybody. I'm hoping we're live. I think we're live.
Yes, we are live.
We are live. You did it, Dad. Nice work.
I actually did it this time. I didn't mess it up.
Well,
we got people in the chat already. We got Jen Jess here. We got Gary, a.k.a. Harumami, or Harumami, a.k.a. Gary. I never know which one's the a.k.a. I think she was Harumami before she was Gary. Not sure. Maybe her parents named her Gary. I don't know.
Maybe it's Haru Gary.
Oh, Haru Gary. That's a new one.
See?
Haru Gary.
Haru Gary.
Like Astro, like how Astro would say it. Haru Gary.
Haru Gary.
And then we got, of course, the man himself, DizJabber71.
The man, the myth.
Izzy O's in the house. We got Izzy in here. That's awesome. Oh, man, we got everybody. 10 people in here already. That's pretty nice.
Well, hello, everybody.
Well, hello, everybody. Nice to see everybody. It has been a while since the Dad and Drew show has been on.
It has been.
Get myself in the center of the camera. There we go.
Yeah, let me get
a professional.
Too. Yeah, me too.
All right. Hold on. It's been a while. Dad was traveling. Drew was traveling. So we just didn't have any shows coming on.
We were just busy people.
We are busy people. Now, normally we pick a topic and we're like, okay, that's going to be our topic for the night. And it lasts for like 3 minutes. And then we end up talking about boy bands and other random items. So tonight we just said, you know what? We're going to embrace the tangent. And it's tangent crazy tonight. So if you guys have a topic that you want us to talk about, go ahead and throw it in the chat and we'll see about talking about it. Right now, we're going to loosely based go on all things Disney, theme parks, Florida, reopenings, shopping, all that kind of stuff. Just life in the bubble of what's going on here right now. What's up? Oh, Puerto Rico in the house.
Puerto Rico.
And we got the Disney enthusiast is here. Oh, man. Okay, the hot hanger. Now, I chuckle every time I hear that name because it just sounds dirty to me. Is it just me? Because it sounds like one of those, moves they put in a book that you're not supposed to,
Yeah.
You pulled off the hot hanger tonight. It's not something.
Very inappropriate. Very inappropriate.
Very inappropriate. I'm sorry. But all right, I have some questions for that man over there, actually, because we have not been to the park since the reopening. In fact, yesterday is what I'm considering is the day the fun died. We actually got the link and we hit that cancel button for our annual passes.
You did.
We did it. We had like another month before they were set to renew. And we're like, you know what? Just with the age of the kiddo and everything that's going on, we just didn't feel comfortable bringing her out there, and we're not going to go out there by ourselves and stuff. So we're like, you know what? We'll hit the cancel, and we'll pick them up later if this stuff ever calms down. It's got to eventually calm down, right? Right?
I hope. I hope, man. It's getting crazy. I'm hoping.
Something, but I've been seeing this guy in the parks like a madman.
Yeah, I didn't.
Caution to the wind. He doesn't care. Whatever. I'm doing it.
I'm living on the edge, baby.
He's a rebel. He's a Disney rebel.
I'm a Disney rebel.
So I've seen you at Animal Kingdom.
Yep.
Saw you at the MK.
Yep.
And then you sent me a text where I wanted to stab you in the heart today. Because you were in the line for Rise of Resistance. Now,
yes, I was.
You get on the ride?
I finally got on the ride.
Oh my God, they actually opened it?
Yeah, well, so I got my virtual queue because you got to do the virtual queue. I did that at 10 in the morning. They called us back around 12:30, 12:40 to wait in the line. And then we got probably half an hour into the line and the ride broke. It went down.
Love it.
Yeah, so I'm like sitting there going, are you serious? And then about 45 minutes later, I got on the ride, and my mind right here, blown.
I've heard it's just legitimately epic.
But
Like there's a reason it breaks down because it's just so technologically advanced. The fact they pulled it off is amazing.
so honestly, like that was always my thing where I'm like, what the heck? Why is this thing breaking down all the time? And on top of that, I thought it was like maybe overhype. I really, because you always have that like, well, is it really that good? Holy cow. It is that very, oh my God, I can't even.
It's
like
killing me.
It's so well thought out. It is so immersive. And it's not just like you get on a ride, it's an experience. Like until you go on it, you'll know what I'm saying when you finally go on it, man.
All right, Drew, we got a question from Jen Jess for you there.
Okay, Jen Jess, how safe do you feel in the parks? Super safe. It's amazing. Like I feel safer in the Disney parks than I do at the grocery store. That's no joke. Or like Walmart.
Like, are they just being that aggro about safety? Like,
yeah, man. Like
masks super enforced. Nobody's walking it. Because like I go to Sam's Club and there's like people with the mask like this. Like it's not even covering their mouth or their nose.
This way. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Or you guys got a hole cut in it, like all the way here, and it's just
or just, a bandana.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Yeah, no, in the parks, honestly, the occupancy, the way that works, there is so much space.
It looks empty.
It does. It feels like they're running at 7%. Like I don't know what they're running at.
It's almost like eerie. Like when I watch your live streams, like it's legitimately eerie to look around and have someone say, I'm at Disney. And then it's not like they broke in when it was closed. Like, and there's not a single person in the background of your shot.
Yeah.
Other than you or your family.
Yep. No, this dude is so much space. But people like, I know, and I want to get into this discussion, but people are like, getting crazy about like, oh, I can't believe Disney opened. How look at all these people not, social distancing and all this stuff, and people being upset with Disney people and Disney. And it's like, everybody knows what's at stake and everybody's doing the protocols. I mean, they're keeping their distances. Everybody knows, wearing masks.
Yeah. I saw that one picture of like supposed to be the queue at Splash Mountain and people were like all jammed on top of each other. But I know how pictures go.
Yeah.
That you could snap a picture in 1 second where it looks like everybody's jammed on top of each other. Mm-hmm. And 3 seconds later, it's dispersed to the correct way. Like if it's people coming up to where they queue something and whatever, yeah, you could get a couple of log jams and you could have some stuff, but it's not like people were waiting for an hour in that tight confinement.
Right.
It seemed a little gotcha clickbaity to throw that post up with the picture and be like, look how bad this is.
Well, no, but I mean, it's anybody could snap a picture of Splash Mountain. That doesn't even mean it was that day. Like, you know what I mean? Like somebody just being like, oh, I just took a picture and like.
So, okay, is Rise of the Resistance still the digital boarding pass thing, or is it just check in at the ride?
So it basically is, it felt like I never actually gone through and did the whole boarding pass, but it's basically a boarding pass. I went there at 10.
Liar, you said you did the boarding pass that one day we were together, and you're like, I'm boarding pass number 99 or something.
Yeah, but I never actually like went.
You never actually got in there. Okay,
yeah. I never went through the procedure.
But did you have to do the thing where you opened up your app and clicked the thing to get the boarding pass? So you still have to do that.
Yep. So I was boarding pass 26, and then they gave us an hour once we got the hey, you're ready to go. We had an hour to get back to the ride and do it. So how
did they handle the spacing of you guys on the ride? Was it just your group in one container?
Yep.
And then they had nobody in the one next to you, or
yep. No? So it's a trackless ride. It's like, think of the runaway Mickey's,
like Runaway Railway.
Runaway Railway. That's exactly how it was. I didn't know what it was going to be, but yeah, it was just me, my two kids, and Veronica in our own little cart.
Gotcha. So that's how they kind of kept it. Have you done any other? I'm sure you have. You've done other rides, like any of the coasters or any of that stuff.
Yep.
So are they putting buffer seats between groups?
It is. Oh yeah, it's spaced out. Like they're spacing it correctly. Like some of the lines look very deceiving. First of all, like Runaway Railway this morning, it said it was a 2-hour wait. We ended up getting on in a half an hour. But where they started it with the pole, when they got the pole and they're like 2 hours from this point.
Right.
Well, there's like the 6 feet, in between each person. So it's really not the time that they're saying, but everybody's like
Gotcha.
really spaced out. And yeah, nobody's on top of anybody. And as far as Splash Mountain, we went to Splash Mountain and we were in line and nobody was on top of anybody else at all. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Dizjabber's right. I've been looking in a lot of live streams also, and I haven't seen a lot of little kids being brought to the park. Did you?
I have. Oh yeah. Every single park I've gone to. Just today, I saw, and I wouldn't do it personally, just if I had a baby. But I mean, this baby must have been 8 months old, and the woman's walking.
Okay. That seems a little
reckless. For me, I think it is, but I'm not here to judge. But yeah, I did see that. There was the woman getting on. Yeah, getting on to the runaway
no roller. Immune system.
I know.
Oh my. We're not going to
get no. Like I said, yeah.
But oh man, that just seems crazy to me. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
All right. So your experience in the parks, being in them with this whole craziness, has been pretty good.
As a pass holder, yes. I will tell this to anybody, honestly, because you know how everybody before it opened, we're talking about they're not going to have shows, they're not going to have fireworks, and all that stuff. There's no way that I would pay what I used to pay to come for a trip like I used to do to get that Disney. You know what I mean?
That was one of the things I've seen a lot of people say.
No way.
And I'm sure Jen Jess, it's got to hurt because, she's a travel agent. She wants to book people on vacations, but she also wants to book people on vacations that they're going to enjoy. Right. And I think, hey, Samantha Lowe, thanks for stopping by.
Hello,
so Sammy's. I think they've got multiple Sammys. I know Skidoo's in here. There's Skidoo. But I think if I paid even 10% off, I would still not feel like I'm getting a Disney vacation.
No,
because I've seen your live stream and like there's so many closed things. Mm-hmm. And yes, it's a little bit different experience that you'll never get to experience probably ever again, being in a park with it that empty. Unless you were like Will Smith and decided to buy the park for the day. But it seems skadooch.
Skadooch.
I don't think I said skadooch, did I? Oh, boy.
I did. No, I did.
Okay, gotcha.
From Bob's Burgers. I don't know if you've ever seen Bob's Burgers, but that's another tangent.
I've never seen a Bob's Burgers.
Are you serious?
No. Not much of a cartoon type.
No.
I used to watch some Family Guy every once in a while, but
this is like Family Guy, but in my opinion,
I know it's an adult cartoon. Yeah,
super funny. But anyway, that's where skadooch comes from.
All right, and then the other question I had to have for you was one of your vlogs has gone viral, and your first vlog from the Disney Antique Store. It's not called that, but the antique store that has Disney junk. Mm-hmm. Went crazy. It's like 5,000 views right now out of like nowhere.
Yeah, 5.8.
People are just dying for Disney merch.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Disney merch people are just fiends, like little crack.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, oh my God, there's a Disney merch vlog. Let's watch it. And it's gone crazy. But there's some cool stuff there, man.
Oh, dude. I just went there.
I got to get out there.
You really do. No, I just went there. I put up a vlog like 2 days ago of a new one with new Disney stuff. And like, I went over and I was doing, filming some stuff. And the guy's like, oh, hey, you filming the Disney stuff? I said, yeah. He goes, we just got a whole bunch of new stuff over here. So I said, oh, cool. I go over there, man. There was these two guys that were literally buying thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. No, I'm not joking. They had to keep bringing out
the guys with the barrel, right? The big barrel. They bought that barrel with the pillow thing on it.
Dude, like they just went
what were they doing with it? Was it just for their house? Like
so I asked them? Of course I asked him. I said, so you doing a little reselling, are you? And the guy kind of laughed. He's like, well, he goes, yeah, we do resell some stuff. He said, but we're big collectors. So And with the amount of stuff they got, I can see they probably are big collectors. In the vlog, the new vlog I put up, there was a bat, this huge prop bat. Did you see that?
Yes, the yellow bat.
Yeah, they bought that. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, who buy? You got to have a big warehouse or a big area where you're keeping all
Take
that
something
stuff
to do that. But like I saw them, they had it was like this big, looked like a fake wooden barrel with a big fake wooden pillow on it.
Yeah, it's like
and you said you thought it was from the Disney cruise ship. You thought
that's what the guy that worked there said he thinks it is. It actually wasn't his
okay
area. You know what I mean? Like he had his own area, but he was helping out, and it's he's like, yeah, I think it's from that. So, but my God, some good stuff. You guys want to get some like real Disney props?
Absolutely, like there was like props from the different parks. There was a lot of stuff from the hotels.
Yeah.
Like me, I want some little niche-nacky stuff to go on my shelves behind me.
Yeah.
Like that's like officially was in a park or just something cool.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to have to get out there and like browse through that stuff. I doubt anything Star Wars will ever make it there. But if it does,
you never know, man.
I need to have it in my life.
Yeah, you never know, dude. There's some good stuff like that I got
I saw outfits.
Oh yeah, outfits, man.
Disney cast member outfits.
Yeah, I was that close to buying one, but I'm like, what am I gonna do with it?
What are you gonna do with that? Like,
I can't wear that into Disney.
Would you get kicked out?
That's what because I thought I was like, maybe I could just wear that into Disney, but they'd have
to be like flag you down, be like, because you can't wear costumes,
right? And then you're gonna be like,
so you're wearing the peanut guy costume and you're walking around the park, and people are like, dude, aren't you supposed to be working? You're like, no,
yeah,
man.
Yeah, I'm on break, man. I'm on break.
Just do the 2-finger point and be like,
have a magical day. Oh my God. Yeah.
No, my gosh.
Great stuff though. Great stuff. If you guys haven't been or seen the vlog that I did.
Now, where is it and what is it? What's the deets?
So it's in Lakeland, Florida. It's North Lakeland is where it is. And it's called Antique Mall. That's all.
Okay.
It used to be called something else. Yeah, it used to have another name. It was something Antique Mall, but the guy who owned it, I guess something happened and he went bankrupt. So then another group came and they ripped off that and was just like, it's the Antique Mall now.
You guys want to take a road trip to the Antique Mall? I think that's worth doing.
Yeah.
Looking at all the cool stuff that was there, like even if you didn't buy anything, if you're a Disney head, it just seems like cool.
It's almost like what I felt because I didn't buy. The only thing I bought was a pillowcase because it was $6, and it was the one from Riverside. That's with our
Louis,
favorite.
Right?
Yep, that's our favorite.
His name's Louis, right?
Louis, yeah, I think it is. I
think that is.
But yeah, just looking around at all this stuff, it felt like I was almost behind the scenes. It kind of had that behind the scenes feel. Which is really cool, and you can actually buy something behind the scenes.
It seemed almost museum-like.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
Like I felt like it was kind of like a little Disney museum, like little knickknacks from the park. It was pretty cool, man.
No, it's awesome, and I think they've realized in that Antique Mall or whatever. Whoever's bringing that stuff in, because there's a few different vendors. It's not just one guy. Like there's a few vendors.
Oh, okay. I was wondering that. Is it like one store or is it peppered throughout the place?
No, there's
it looked like a flea market with different booths.
Go back if you guys haven't. Go back to I did an Antique Mall. It didn't have the Disney props in it when I did it. This was like a year ago. I actually went through the store a little bit. It is humongous. Like it's just insane the amount of stuff in that store. Like it's better than like a flea market because they actually have antiques, but they have real reasonably priced stuff as well. But it's like aisles and aisles of stuff. But yeah, they have 3 different vendors for the Disney, specifically for the Disney props right now. And they're constantly bringing new stuff in. So it's not like they just brought some in and it's going to go away. Like people are buying it up.
I'm an old school flea market guy. Like in my college years, I would hit up the flea markets and I would buy the fake ninja swords.
Yeah.
Remember those?
Yeah.
It looked legit, but it wasn't sharpened.
Yeah.
it was the three swords that they got from big to small, and it came with like a little wooden rack, and it was like $19.
Yeah, you can only get.
And I thought I was like, yeah, I thought I was like they sell them in Disney. They sell swords in Disney, which still trips me out to this day. Every day that I walk by, and I'm like,
oh, I know
they're selling swords, but they only give them to you at the exit. Like that makes it better. Like so you can hack people up in the parking lot, but not in the park.
No, of course. Well, they don't want to be responsible in the park, Jamie. I mean, once you get outside, you guys, it's your own life.
It's on you.
Yeah, that's on you. That's on you. Well, it's funny because my son bought, a little samurai sword like that big. It was like that big and it had a little stand, but you could hurt somebody with it. Like it was legitimately sharp and legitimately a little sword. And they were like, yeah, you got to pick that up at the front. And I'm like, yeah, I get it.
Makes sense.
I get it.
Jabbing it in the neck of somebody. Somebody has a living room full of.
That's Sally. Hey, Sally.
Sally. She's got the Grand Floridian desk lamp and TV. Yeah. Oh, man, that's awesome. I got to see a picture of that. You got to send me a picture of that. I want to see that.
Oh,
tag me on Instagram or something.
Well, I thought it was kind of cool. I find this neat. In the last time I went to the antique mall there, they had wallpaper from the Grand Floridian, like in the Grand Floridian bathrooms. You could buy like a roll of it, and you could make your bathroom the Grand
like Floridian. Look like the Grand Floridian. Yeah. Jen Jess has got lamps from the Polynesian. That's cool.
That is cool.
I want lamps from the Polynesian. Like I said, I want something from Disney. That's one of the definite things I'm going to do is I have to go out there and I want to find something for the dad cave.
Yeah,
that's Disney that I could just like put in my little collection.
Oh, they got it.
I'm a collector of junk, like useless junk. I love useless junk. And as you can see behind me, I got a bunch of it. So that's awesome. So I've been just like living vicariously through your vlogs. Like, oh, that's so great. Oh my God, I wish I was there. But we've also, this is a little sad for me, but I think we're making the right decision for us. Yes, I have been called this a collector of useless junk by multiple people, including my wife. Now, when we do purchase a new annual pass, we are heavily leaning towards going to the dark side and picking up universal passes instead of. Now, this man's a baller over here. He's got annual passes for both. He's got Universal and Disney. He's got money coming out of everywhere, this guy.
Yeah.
With dad household, we're trying to keep things tight, reining the strings. So we're really looking into Universal. It's cheaper. We've had Disney annual passes for 6 years now. Since the kiddo was, 1, before she was 1, we had Disney annual passes, and we've been for years and years and years, and just that's all we do. There are some things at Universal that the kiddo's interested in. She loves Trolls. She loves the Cat in the Hat. So we're thinking that there's some good stuff over there that might interest her, and to pull a 1-year Universal break. And the other thing that now, if the timing doesn't work out, then we'll see. But if we can get it during the heat, they're throwing in the Volcano Bay for like only $100 extra in your pass.
Yeah.
So we can get like the Mac Daddy of all passes with basically no blackouts for less than we're paying for our My Gold annual pass that we pay over at Disney.
Yeah.
And even less than the Silver Pass, I think, that we pay for the wife and the kiddo. And we'll have the 2 parks and the water park. And the kiddo's like addicted to the beach and waves and sand and stuff right now. So if instead of having to drive to the beach and lug a bunch of stuff and do all that, and an hour and a half away or whatever, if we can just run over to Universal for the day and have her play in the wave pool and the sand and whatnot, and we can just hang out in the water, that's pretty enticing.
Yeah.
But it literally hurts my heart to think that it would be a full over probably a year, because it's been 4 months that we haven't been able to go. and then add an extra year. That's a long time. It seems like a long time. And I've never ridden Rise of the Resistance yet. And that means that's going to be that whole long period. I hate you. Stab you in the eye with your little son's sword. You just wait. I'm going to get
Sorry,
it.
Dad. Sorry, man.
So,
but you know what, dude? I'll tell you right now.
Hey, Mouse and the Magic. Thanks for stopping by.
No,
So
dude, the Universal, man. I'm telling you right now, because I wasn't sure, and I was just like, well, I want to go to a park, and it was like, you know, doing the vlogging, and it's like just another place to kind of, you know, have people be able to see some cool stuff and all that,
right.
you know. But dude, you get 3 months on top of the full year.
Yeah,
which is brilliant.
They're also throwing in a bonus free 3 months. Forgot to say that.
3 months, dude. That's pretty good. And I'll tell you, can I tell you something? Being in the parks, in Disney parks, and I've been in the Universal parks, I can't explain to you why, but there's more energy in the Universal parks than there are in the Disney parks. I don't know what it is. It is weird. Like, I go to Universal and there's this like energy, and it's not like people are being reckless or anything. People are doing the same thing, you know, the social distancing and stuff. But there's like an energy, and in the Universal parks that's slightly more than at the Disney parks right now. I don't know what that is. I don't know why, but
I know I can actually, because Dad actually has I've incorporated myself, so I am my own business and everything like that, because I had to do that when I ended up going to be a contractor when I got downsized from my full-time job. They're like, oh, do you want to be work from home? Like, yeah, work from home sounds great. Yeah, but you're not going to actually be an employee. You're going to have to become a contractor. And so like I had to set my whole self up as a business and stuff, but makes it nice. Like my computer is tax deductible when I bought it, and my camera and all that kind of stuff. So I can deduct things, but still even deducting a Disney pass is expensive.
Oh yeah.
But
no matter who you are,
you know, now if the YouTube took off and I was making thousands of dollars in YouTube's monies, well, then maybe, yeah, it's paying for the passes. That's one thing.
Yeah.
But right now at the levels it's at, it's buying lunch. So,
hey, you know, as long as it works, man, as long as it works. But Haru Mommy, she said, wait, is that now or always? No, that is now. If you're talking about the Universal over the Disney,
the 3 months,
as far as energy, I think that's.
Oh, okay, yeah. As far as energy, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, no, that's just now. That's not.
Now,
normally.
This would probably be a 1 year respite. We would do it that, and we'd have to go back to Disney because we're just such Disney people.
And you got to ride Rise of the Resistance. So
I have to, dude. If not, I'm gonna have to do like somebody sneak me in that it's an employee and get me on there kind of thing.
Yep.
I have to know somebody who works there who can do it. But
I'll ask around.
So that's what Drew's been up to. He's been gallivanting through the parks, and he's up in Maine, right?
Yeah, up to Maine, dude. Up to
now,
Maine.
Did you bring back, and how much did you bring back of the Moxie?
Hold on 1 second. Let me go grab it.
Oh boy.
Oh.
He's got a lovely assistant. Actually,
I got my assistant.
Who can help him with that?
So I ended up bringing back 3 cases.
I'm drinking the cheapest of BOGO watermelon fizzy water from Publix.
Yeah, no, this right here is for all the people that want to do the Moxie Challenge.
Hey, Junior, Houston, Texas. What's going on in Houston? I need to know what's up in Houston. I heard the food scene in Houston is amazing. Dad is a legit foodie, and I've watched a lot of these like food shows on Netflix and whatnot. And David Chang just raves about the food scene in Houston, Texas. So let me know what's up in Houston, Texas.
Oh yeah, Jamie. So you are a Polar Seltzer water drinker, correct?
100%. When it's BOGO, I load up.
Yeah. So I was in Maine. I have never seen them here, but they have these specialty little seltzers.
I've never seen small ones.
I know you haven't. And I actually bought you a few cases of some different. This is my favorite right here. It's so silly, the name, but it's delicious. It's called Unicorn Kisses.
Oh my gosh. Just to have that can in the house,
Yeah,
the kiddo would go crazy.
Oh, dude, I'm telling it. Like, I have like 5 different ones that I got for you. Pixie Lights, dude.
Where did those things come from? Those are awesome.
Isn't that awesome, dude? Oh yeah, like, and this is like the little can.
Oh no.
It's like
my
a little tiny guy.
I'm gonna have to film my kiddo trying to drink that because she's gonna hate the fizzy water, but she'll try to drink it because of what the can says.
Oh yeah, no, it's so cute, man. Unicorn Kisses. I mean, come on now. Who doesn't want to drink that?
Oh, everybody needs some unicorn kisses.
Absolutely.
So okay, and now back to the Moxie. We've tangented from the tangent.
No, I know. I like that.
You have to explain Moxie to the people.
So Moxie, you want me to give like the history of Moxie?
I don't need when the guy invented it and how old his sister was and he fell in love with a woolly mammoth or something. I don't need all that. I just want to know, let them know what Moxie is and your history with it.
Moxie is a drink that was made in Maine. It was actually medicine originally, and then they were like, hey, let's make it into a delicious drink that most people will hate.
Just like Coke.
Just like Coke.
Most people loved it.
Yeah, so this guy
Coke used to have cocaine in it, by the way, just so you guys know that. There used to legitimately be actual cocaine in Coca-Cola.
Hence the name.
And
the popularity, apparently.
That's why it's so addictive, because I think they still put a smidge.
Probably get you hooked on it. But no, but yeah, Moxie will not do that to you. No, Moxie won't do that to you. No, Moxie is it is a drink that in the beginning it tastes like cola and it's a little sweet, and then towards the end it's bitter. It is a bitter taste, and I learned to enjoy it because my father bought it just like his father bought it, so the kids wouldn't drink it, but we learned to like it because it was the only soda in the fridge.
It was the soda that was in the house.
Yep. So yeah, but it's good stuff. But I did find out they changed the recipe a little bit because Coca-Cola. Yeah, I was a little upset. Coca-Cola actually bought Moxie, I think, in 2016 or something like that. So it's actually a little more tasty than it was.
Than it used to be?
Yeah, it's still got a funky little aftertaste.
Kick?
But yeah. But it's not as like it used to be really bad.
Coked it up?
They coked it up. Oh, they absolutely coked it up and made it a little more palatable. So
okay.
But
I'm super interested to try Moxie.
Yeah, I like it.
That's a good question. I know you've had to have had it. Beverly. Is it like Beverly?
Beverly is its own.
Beverly is disgusting. It doesn't even start off tasty.
No.
Get bad.
Beverly
it just goes from bad to bad.
Beverly is just gross. It's just disgusting. But yet every time that I'd go into Club Cool, I'm like, I got to get a Beverly. I had to remind myself of how disgusting it is every single time. And I don't know why.
Lost your mic, buddy.
What? Can you hear me now?
Yep. I lost it. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Maybe it's me. Oh, my headphones.
Headphones. Can everybody else hear me?
I think they can hear you. It's just I've got my headphones died, I think, because you've started playing over my speakers. It's not a Dad Got This show, Dad and Drew show, unless
something goes wrong.
Something goes technically wrong.
It's just our little special thing that we give you guys every week.
All right, let's see here. Now it says there we go. I'm back. You guys here? We're good?
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I got you. It's hilarious. I'm using these little Willy Bobo Apple AirPod fake earbuds because I can't pay $190 for earbuds.
No.
It just seems wrong. But apparently they decided they wanted to lose connection there for a second and start playing everything through the thing. These are only like 20-something bucks. And so far they've been awesome. They last quite a long time. And everything goes pretty well, but it just decided right there to go, nah, not going to work.
Go a little cuckoo. That's why
well,
I just use my son's gaming headset.
Yes, I would have to switch to that in a second, depending on how things go. Just to hear the audio, I might have to do that. We'll see if it kicks out on me. Yeah. Okay. So Beverly's terrible.
Beverly's horrible.
Yes.
Yeah.
That could be the other name of our show, the Dad and Drew Show, Technical Difficulties, because we have literally run the gamut of technical difficulties.
Yep.
We've had Drew's son pick out the power cord or the Ethernet cord or some cord to his laptop and just took it out. Zach, what's up, Smallzer?
Hey, what's up, Zach? Welcome.
So we've lost Drew, just like boom, Drew's gone. We don't know what happened. We've had a power outage in like the northern hemisphere of Florida, if there was, because we're in the South. That makes no sense. I say a lot of things that make no sense.
No, it made sense to me, Jimmy.
And it literally took out like the internet and from Jacksonville down or something for my provider, not for Drew's provider. Drew was fine.
Yeah.
All of a sudden the stream ends and Drew's by himself.
Just talking to myself, and
StreamYard didn't want to end the stream.
No.
It doesn't realize that I'm not on anymore and care. So it just keeps it going. And I had to like somehow get on my phone and figure it out and like delete the broadcast from YouTube to get this damn thing to shut off.
And I was so scared, Jamie. I didn't know what to do. I was like, I'm all by myself. What do I do? What do I do?
I don't know how the Diz Jabber does it, where he just stands there and just talks. Like, like, this is easy to me. We're having a conversation. Me and you just talk. It's talking to a buddy. But like just talking to a screen with nothing seems so hard.
It just feels weird.
Drew headlights.
Yep, that was definitely like, and then, I guess I'm running the show at the moment.
Yep. So then after that one happened, like the next week, like towards the end of the broadcast, the power in my house just completely died, gone. So there was no goodbye. There was no we're leaving. It was just boom. There's no power. It's gone. Bye.
I know. I felt empty because I was like, I didn't get to say bye.
And then the same thing again. Drew's standing there by himself, deer in headlights.
Oh, and also don't forget about the time that you could not hear me.
Yes. No matter what we did, we couldn't hear Drew. Drew was muted.
Yep.
Oh, hold on, guys. Speaking of the devil, let's bring in a guest here. We've got somebody who's got a little bit of experience in this realm.
What's up, Diz Jabber?
Howdy, boys. How are we doing tonight?
We're good, man.
Buddy, what are you up to tonight?
I am coming to chat with my fellas here. What's going on?
Nothing, man. We're talking parks. We've been talking. Drew's been all in the parks. Like he's been COVID. He's just all up in there. I canceled my annual pass yesterday. They sent out first time I tried, I did a 2-hour phone conversation with Disney, 2.5 hours on hold for the lady to go, okay, you want to cancel? That's great. That's magical. We can't do that.
I can transfer you.
No, it wasn't even that.
No,
that was after 27 transfers. It was, yes, so we're going to give you the option to go ahead and cancel, and we're going to refund any months you'd been charged, and then you won't get charged. If you do get charged the next month, don't worry about it. We're going to, sweet tea, we're going to refund you, and that'll be great. And I'm like, okay. And then she's like, but I can't do that. You have to call us back in the beginning of July. Like, it is the beginning of July. And so finally yesterday they sent out this email to pass holders and it was like, hey, you're an annual pass holder. We know things are crazy. If you want to cancel, click this link and you can confirm and cancel. So that's what I did. We bit the bullet. I know Jay's it's been killing you, man, right? I want to get the Diz Jabber opinion on what's going on here with the, like, if you were here, would you be in the park right now?
I'm glad you asked that question, Dad. No, honestly, I probably wouldn't, only because I have one kidney. So the way I see how COVID affects people, it can affect renal your renal system. So I got to be smarter than the average bear. So I got to really think about my health compared to my love of Disney. Now, my love of Disney, man, it beats the snot out of my health. I'd go there with strep throat. I was there with pink eye. Dude, I will be in Disney. It doesn't matter. But when I start seeing the Grim Reaper sitting on my shoulder, you know what I mean? All of a sudden, he's got.
I could go for Disney for a week and then never go anywhere
again.
Come on, Christian. Come on in. Okay. I need a magic band with the Grim Reaper on it. Let's do that one. So, no, dude, honestly, as much as I miss it, looking at the crowds, like when I saw Drew today and I saw a few other people, I think I would be okay with a mask on, all these people all spaced out. And I mentioned before, you don't see many people with kids, right, Drew? There's not many like children around.
They saw a baby.
I saw a baby. Yeah. Yeah, we saw a baby. No, but I know what you're saying though, Disjabber. Like, it's not as many. I mean, half the reasons because the crowds are smaller, but I've definitely seen people going with their kids and like.
Good comment, Zach. Good comment.
Yeah, definitely
Thank
not.
You, Zach.
I know that is kind of ominous seeing you have that in the background, Diz.
he's got it going back there.
Yeah, he's got it going on. Do you like my setup here? My kitchen wall.
I like
it. You look
very
like a mug shot.
Neutral tones got going on. You know what you need? You need those little markers how tall you are. Like the mugshot thing.
True. I'll send
a number.
Yeah, it's going to show how I start shrinking the older I get when my joints start to settle.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't go. That makes sense.
Disney's been grinding your gears a little lately too, right? You know, your love for Disney runs deep, but they've been slicing and slicing and jabbing you.
Man, you know what? I was on the phone I called them over and over, the day after day. And you know how normally they would say, okay, hold on for someone? They were just shutting me down. Like, okay, all our operators are busy. Goodbye. Like, not even have a magical day. Not even have a magical day. I'm like, what? Like, they're pissed off. I think Mickey's even pissed. Like, I'm sitting there and I'm like, when I finally did get through to somebody, I remember texting Jamie this. I was on the phone for, I want to say 2.5 almost hours. And the worst thing is, and this isn't even with just Disney, like when you're on hold with someone and you're waiting, when you hear that little click and all of a sudden you think you're going to get somebody and then it's back to the beginning of the loop. I'm like, And then there's some times where a couple times I was on hold for about 30 minutes and then it started me over. You know what it is? It's the whole Shop Disney Key thing all over again. Disney can't get their nonsense straight. They just can't do it. I don't know how. I don't know how they're going to now. Have you guys heard about that new merch pass?
Yes, I saw you posted something about that.
I haven't.
You got to win the lottery to buy exclusive merch, basically.
So when Disney puts out a key, hey Samantha Lowe, when Disney puts out a key or any kind of limited edition merch,
hey Margaret's Make and Bake, thanks for stopping by.
You're able now to go sign on. And they're going to give you a virtual queue thing where it's like a lottery. So you, and Jamie are in like 400 people waiting between 10:30 and 11 to get into this little virtual queue. They'll pick numbers and we'll get in. And supposedly, if our number gets picked, we're going to go right to our shopping cart with the item in the cart. Well, let me tell you something, Disney. I've had the item in my cart 2 times. And you told me as soon as I hit pay, you charge me and don't give me nothing. I'm getting angry. I'm getting angry.
He's getting angry. Don't get angry, man. Get even.
Yeah. So I don't see how this is going to be any. Hey, Margaret. Hey, guys, if you guys get a chance, Margaret's Make and Bake is a great channel. She's got some fantastic baking vlogs, like some legit good desserts. I happen to know a baker, and she's got the goods, man. She's got the goods. So if you guys get a chance, go ahead and subscribe to Margaret's Make and Bake. You won't be disappointed. She's got some great recipes and some really good food. The hair looks perfect. Your hair is great, Jay.
I know, man. I got the sideburns going.
Yeah, I got a hat on today because I'm like 3 weeks from shaving my head, and I've got the like little patches of longer hair, and it looks not good. I need to reshave the head.
Don't be modest. You look great. I
need to reshave the head.
I'm actually in the. Go ahead, James. Go ahead.
Good. My question is, okay, how is the merch pass thing any different than the queue that they were supposed to put us in for the key? It's not. There's still going to be this log jam, and there's going to be the bots. And there's going to be these people who go on Twitter and be like, we had 485 carts ready and waiting to go to pick up the key. Like, they've got to do some sort of like human interaction, like literally where it takes you to something and somebody comes up on a webcam and goes, are you human? Are you real? Yes. Okay, great. You can buy a key.
Yeah, or those things where it says click on all the pictures that have a bus in it, or all the pictures that have a crosswalk in it. I don't even know why a crosswalk matters. Why pick a crosswalk?
Why did they pick bus, crosswalk, and traffic lights? Like,
yes, all the
where
time.
did they come up with those?
To make sure you're paying attention.
Yeah, but pick something
while you're driving.
While you're driving, you know, like Mickey could be like, pick the Fab Five, and then like it's Jay's character things, and they put like all the random characters you have no clue what their names are, and he tortures you with them on his show.
The gang's all here, baby. Guys, pick these.
You guys have to go check out the Diz Jabbers channel because he's got trivia on Friday nights.
Yeah, I do.
Saturday nights, Diz Jabber Chats, his talk show, goes off. And
couple weeks, Drew's episode's coming up.
Couple weeks, this guy in the middle here is coming up. I want to see how he does on some of these challenges because I was epic. I was 100% on every challenge. I didn't even miss one question.
I was epically bad.
I was perfect. Like literally, like you ever watch wrestling when we were kids, Mr. Perfect?
Oh,
I was Mr. Perfect.
Kurt Hennig.
Yep. Didn't miss a thing. It was amazing. Go back and watch my episode. Go back and watch. I think I'm episode 2. I'm episode 2 of season 1.
Season 1, absolutely.
Go back and watch episode 2, season 1, and you'll watch a man perfect nail every single trivia question, every single challenge. Like, it was amazing.
No,
I was terrible.
No, you did okay.
Yeah.
You did okay.
I was watching a couple other live streams today, and Drew, you were at Epcot today, right?
No, I was at Hollywood.
Oh, Hollywood. Okay, because there was
he was riding Rise of the Resistance today.
Yeah, I just rode Rise.
I know. That's all. It's all good. It's all good. I was in between the is anybody going to Epcot? Are you going to Epcot, Drew, soon or no?
Yeah, going tomorrow.
Okay, so you know that convention center they have between Canada? It's like between Canada and France. That gate.
Yeah.
It's open. Did you know this? It's open.
Okay, no, I didn't.
It's called World Showplace, and they're showing a lot of the food and wine stuff. They're showing the foods. It's like a big convention. It's Jamie. This is what you've been waiting for. It's all the tables. They have a mac and cheese area. They have festival favorites areas of just festival favorite foods. I know. Look at Jamie. He's gonna lose his mind right now.
Don't worry, Jamie. I'll live stream a little bit for you.
And I can't even change my mind because they just announced today no more new annual pass sales. They're cutting it off.
Wow.
So I couldn't even be like, you know what? I want it back. Give me it back. I can't. They'd be like, sorry, sir.
Yeah.
No, but
go ahead.
No, when does Food and Wine start? It starts soon, right? Like
today.
Soon as it opens, right?
Today,
today. Yeah, today.
Started today. I didn't even know, dude, until this afternoon.
Did they do a media event, or is that thing you're talking about kind of like a version of it?
It's kind of like a version of it, but you're just allowed to walk in there.
No, but people said, from what I saw from today, people said like it was so dead and weird at Food and Wine. You know, it's not the Food and Wine like you guys remember going to it where it was like wall to wall, people crazy. But hey, now it'll be smaller lines, I guess. I don't know. But you know what I did hear though that disappointed me. Speaking of Disney disappointing me, so I heard. Correct me if I'm wrong. That they're not overhauling Spaceship Earth anymore, and they are not adding the Mary Poppins experience.
Mary Poppins is gone.
They're cutting that out. I heard those two things, which really made me sad. I love Mary Poppins.
Okay, what's this Mary Poppins thing?
Jamie doesn't care about Mary Poppins.
What's this Mary Poppins thing? I've never seen any of the movies.
Oh man,
she does something with sugar, right?
Yeah, and some medicine.
Yep, and it went down or something.
She like poisons her kids that she's supposed to be in charge of, and she poisons them.
Yeah, not her kids, just somebody else.
Somebody else, the nanny.
Don't make fun of Mary Poppins. That's my girl.
The nanny. It's the nanny who like drugs the kids to get them to be sleepy so they should get an easier job. That's what I thought the movie's about, right?
Yeah, and they go into a chalk painting and they're all like, whoa. And it's pretty sweet.
And they're like, whoa. And he's like, whoa.
And then she was like, what? He was like, whoa.
They did file. Disney did file for a permit for Woody's Roundup barbecue place, so that's
Ooh.
still going.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Good.
So that's going to be a bit. I mean, they need that. It's going to be right over there, right when you first walk in. That big Woody statue people take pictures in front of.
Yeah.
So they're going to put it over there, which is great because they need something else over there.
I've said that. No, honestly, Toy Story Land, it's cool, and I was like super pumped about going. It's like a hallway. Doesn't it feel like
You
a
can't
hallway?
call it
It's
a land.
It's a walkthrough. It's a walkthrough.
three
to
steps.
Galaxy's
Toy
Edge.
Story Land.
It's like the African area at Epcot. You know what I mean? That little area.
Exactly,
You walk
yeah.
right past it.
It's like, hey, we're in Africa.
Station.
Hey, we're not in Africa.
All right. And then you're through.
Yeah, it's a walkthrough.
So.
That's all it is. It's a walkthrough.
I feel bad. It seems like Toy Story kind of got the short end of the stick there. They just
bit.
kind of were like, yeah, it's a whole world of Toy Story with 3
jam
rides.
it in the corner. Just jam it in the corner. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
They should have just given up on it and just made Star Wars bigger.
Amen to that.
They still can. They still could expand if they really wanted to.
Well,
now, here is the biggest contention that I know that guy over there at the very end has been railing on for years.
About what?
They need a 5th gate.
Yeah. 5th gate.
They totally need another park. They've got all this land. They keep buying land, and then they're putting more hotels.
And they're putting hotels there. You're putting more people in the same tiny space.
I do have an argument against they're putting more people in the same place.
Go ahead.
I say they're not putting more people. I say they're just taking people that are staying at the other hotels at other places. So it's the same swath of people. They're just moving them on property as opposed to the outlying hotels. They're just stealing from the outlying hotels.
See, I might have to disagree with you a little bit, only halfway, because what I think, like when people can't get into the hotels because it's so packed, then you are giving them another option. So then all of a sudden it's like you would have had, I'm just throwing out a number, 100,000 people and everything's packed. Then you add 2 new hotels with 500 rooms each. That's another 1,000 people. But I know what you're saying, Jamie. But if it's
my argument is those 1,000 people would have come anyway. They just would have stayed at the Holiday Inn Express, and now they're going to stay at Disney, parks. And now they're taking over the magic hours or something like that. So I can see they're using up a little bit of the extra resources, but it's not like they're bringing a whole new group of people in just because they got this new big hotel. Like they're just people are going to stay.
It's still 500. Like let's say it's 1,000 people at a hotel. It's still 1,000 more people that would have been there or wouldn't be there. So it's 1,000 people. If this hotel wasn't there, you're right. People are going to try and make their way in from other hotels. But to be on property, that's like boom. I don't know about anymore because people are like, I don't know about on property anymore because you're paying the same amount of money for rooms and you're getting half the magic. Yeah. So why would I want to do that? Like, I'm not going to go to the Riviera if I can't have Happily Ever After, or if I can't have a parade or something. And that's another reason why I would think twice about paying out of pocket now, because I had the annual pass, or I had it. I canceled that.
Well, and Christian,
you canceled too.
Just being at the parks the last few days, like what you're saying, like I'm telling everybody, if you're planning on a trip, do not waste your money. Like, I'm not saying Disney's a waste, but what it is right now, dude, like, a whole bunch of the kiosks with, the ice cream bars, the little spot, areas you're going to get a little snack. They're closed down.
You had to make a reservation for Cosmic Rays.
Yeah. I had to make a
legitimate reservation.
Yeah, for everything. But this is what kills you too. Like
Cosmic Rays,
at Hollywood Studios today. There's no Beauty and the Beast show. There's no Little Mermaid show. All the shows, they're not doing it because something to do with I don't want to get into this.
Well, you can't put people in an indoor space. I mean, Beauty and the Beast is outside, so it'd be fine. But
no, but it's the the actors and stuff like that, or the
gotcha.
There's something going on with that where they're like, no, we're not going yet. Like I don't know if they're trying to get hazard pay or what, or I don't know.
I agree that the Villains Park would be an amazing park. That would be awesome. I'd love a Villains Park, like one just based off all the villains and whatnot. They have so much intellectual property that they could do a bunch of new cool stuff. But I think they're not going to do it anytime soon because this is tanking their profits. I mean, they're losing, even being open at this rate. I don't know if they're even at break even.
Yeah.
No,
I think they're just opening for moral support to be like, hey guys, we're here.
Yeah, we're still here. We're still here. So don't worry.
Well, what they're doing now too, like we've gone in and we get a 30% discount on merchandise right now.
Yep, I saw that
they bumped that to 30
because they're like, we gotta sell something.
But don't take that discount and buy Splash Mountain stuff and try to sell it on eBay because they will jank your pass away from you. They're canceling annual passes on people. Who are
because it's absurd, man. I'm talking.
They're selling Brer Rabbit for $500.
Get out of here with that. No, but you know what though? But somebody said this. I read this, and I have to agree with them. They were like all these people though that were screaming about like, how dare they do that? You know, what about us fans that want the merch? And it's like the guy said, he goes, how many times have you been on that ride? Walk through that gift shop 5 million times. You never once
bought a
you
dang
never
thing.
once stopped and bought something until you knew it wasn't going to be there anymore. You know what I mean? And that's the thing where it's like, well, should have bought it when you had the chance, man. But now you got to pay $500 for a plushie.
Yes, Hong Kong Disney closed again.
Yep. I thought Tokyo did too, right?
I didn't see that one yet, but that's I wouldn't doubt it.
I thought Tokyo.
I mean,
did.
I think 2 of them closed.
Florida's we're breaking records. I'm thinking, and the governor,
which is ridiculous that you guys are even like, they're like, hey, we're
New York has 10,000 cases and they go into lockdown. We get 10,000 cases and we're like, Disney's open.
Open the bars. Yes, we did it.
Yeah.
It's like they're looking to do it.
Well, dude, I feel bad.
The mayor of Orange County has already said if he sees spread happening, he's not going to hesitate to shut it down. It's just going to take one person. It's going to take one person to leave there and be like, I got COVID.
Yep.
The first person, when you see that news story hit on CNN or somewhere that says so-and-so visited Disney and tested positive for COVID.
Yep.
It's going to go downhill quick.
And then it'll be on TMZ. Mickey Mouse gave me COVID-19. Like, you know what I mean? And all of a sudden,
and they'll be like, we're going to sue. And they're going to be like, you signed a piece of paper that says you have no rights to do anything if you come to Disney.
All right, fine. Then Goofy did it.
We have some great vloggers in the house here also, by the way, guys. I know I see Marina Vals Vlogs is in here. Go check out her channel. Go ahead and subscribe to her. I know Jen Jess, I don't know. Does she have her channel up yet?
She just started what is it, Jen Jess? Plug it on there. Magically Mad.
Jen Jess, plug it. Tell us what you got.
Okay.
Anybody who's a vlogger who's got a YouTube channel in here right now, let me know, and we will definitely go ahead and give you guys a shout out.
Jen Jess is actually, I'm working with her on making a channel trailer, and she's getting some stuff together. She's going to be really, really awesome.
Yes, Gary, they have a disclaimer. There is a piece of paper that A, when you accept your annual pass, and B, if you buy tickets, that basically says they have no liability or responsibility at all if you get COVID from visiting the parks or Disney Springs or anything.
But I give them credit because they are really, from what I saw from Drew and what from Drew's telling us and from what other vloggers have been telling me, they really are like sticking to these guidelines more so than like SeaWorld or Legoland and Busch Gardens.
I've heard SeaWorld is like
a joke. I heard that was a joke. I heard it was
it's like nursery school. All the kids are running. Yeah.
Let's go to the
people are sneezing on the dolphins. I mean, it's terrible.
They're trading glue sticks. Oh, this is so awesome. They're eating churros. I do miss it though. Don't get me wrong, everybody. You guys all know I love Disney. Don't get me wrong. But it is so heartbreaking to know that right now, I would just be getting back from my Florida vacation for a month. I would have been in Disney for a week. I would have been rocking and rolling, giving out my cards, doing every.
So they have to actually physically find that. So as a travel agent, you can't even like set that up for them. Like they have to literally, so they can't be like, hey, I didn't know, my travel agent took care of it. They're really doing what they can to try to be open.
Yep.
And, you know, I've always heard lawyers, I have some friends who are lawyers who will tell you that it almost doesn't matter what you sign. Anyone can still sue somebody.
There's a loophole.
Even if you sign something that says you're not allowed to, it's just how much money it's going to cost you to get it through the process and get it done. But I mean, they're doing, I think, kind of what they can to get it to be open. I mean, I don't blame them. Like, if I wasn't in the thing with, like, if it was just me and I didn't have my kid or something to like possibly infect, or that's what scares me. I know they say kids are safe, but it's just still scary to me. So it's tough.
But see, that's what I don't understand is they don't have younger kids wearing masks. You know what I mean? Like the younger kids.
Yeah, if you're under 3 years old, you don't have to wear them.
But I don't get that.
2? I thought it was 3.
I heard 2. It could be 3. What's the friggin' difference? 2 or 3? It doesn't matter. 2 or 3. You know what I mean? It's
I just think it's crazy. Yeah. I think it should be like if they can't wear a mask, they can't come.
Right.
I know it sounds terrible, but like.
All right, Jess, I just made you a moderator. You should be able to post your link now.
Oh wow, Jess is a mod now. Look out!
Woo! Climbing
up. To be able to post. I want her to get her plug. Jen's awesome. She's a fantastic travel agent. People, she will take care of anywhere you want to go.
Travel agent to the fam. Yep.
Whether there's COVID or not, she'll take care of you.
Whether there's COVID or not, it's all good. Come on.
Whether there's COVID, there's not COVID, who knows? You want to live in a bubble, whatever you want to do, she'll figure out a way and make it work.
She will.
And guys, Haru Mami is just started her Instagram, like really going public with it, and she gained like 200 followers in the past couple days. So please go find Haru Mami. Gary, post your little at Haru Mami thing on there so people.
Do your at Haru Mami for that if you're able to post. If not, let me know and I'll make you a mod. Everybody's a mod. You're a mod.
Everybody's a mod.
I'm Oprahing it tonight. You're a mod and you're a mod.
You're a mod.
Give him a wrench. Give him a wrench.
I want a car. I don't want a mod. I want a car. Can I have a car?
Oh, dude, I need a new car. I sold my car.
Did you really?
That's why I have all this YouTube stuff, because I sold my car.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to drive to Disney now, so.
And you know that for me that hurts. I'm a car guy. I've my entire life I've always had a hooked up car. Hey Morgan, that's another Disney enthusiast. Check Morgan out.
Another YouTube channel. Without Disney.
She wants a mod and a car. I used to mod.
Morgan was actually just in Orlando, and she was blogging and live streaming from. You were on that live stream, right, Jamie? She was at Disney Springs. Yeah. She was being chased. She got yelled at by security.
Being chased by security.
Drinking spiked Dole Whips.
Causing a ruckus.
Yes, she was.
There was some.
She looked like she was being chased by the Blair Witch.
It literally looked like a horror
movie.
Like there was the point of the camera over the thing, and it was like.
She was running away. Yeah, it was good.
That's awesome.
And I don't know. Somehow she got her hand on some spiked Dole Whip over there at.
We don't condone drinking.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
We don't, especially if you're not old enough. Are you old enough? I don't know.
That's right. But even if you are old enough, you should know better.
Yeah, exactly. Get yourself some LeFou's brew.
Yeah,
just as good.
It wasn't open.
Yeah, it wasn't open.
We went to Magic Kingdom and there was no LeFou's brew.
Wasn't open. I know, dude.
I said, I don't feel bad about not going.
I could drink those like water.
Oh, don't even matter. So good.
Refreshing, brain freeze, but doesn't matter. I push through it.
Good.
Jamie, definitely give a shout out for Mouse and the Magic as well. I don't know.
Mouse and the Magic, yes.
Yeah, she's awesome, man.
Go ahead and check out Mouse and the Magic. She's got some awesome vlogs.
Subscribe, guys. She is great.
Subscribe.
She's been supporting my stuff. I've been trying to support her stuff. Very, very cool vlogger. So
yes. So I've been going to the beach. We did a beach vacation. Before it got crazy numbers, we're like, oh yeah, it seems okay. Let's go to a hotel at the beach. And then like the next day, they're like 15,000 in Florida. I'm like, ugh.
What'd you do, Jamie? What did you do?
We promised the kiddo a beach vacation for her birthday. She was 6. All she wanted to do was stay in a hotel and go to the beach. We're like, you know what? We'll mask it up. And we brought Clorox and we brought bleach and we brought everything. And we like sat her in a bubble basically. And we're like, you don't touch anything. You don't take that mask off. And we scoured that entire room. We like stripped their sheets off the bed. We're like, no, we'll bring our own stuff. We were bad. And then like the beach, we were at a resort that had like a private beach kind of. So we weren't on the main strip of Clearwater Beach. So we were kind of nice and away from everybody. So it felt really safe, even though the world was melting down around us.
Safe. You guys were almost eaten by clams.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
that was worse than COVID, man. That little child's arm came out. It was trying to be. It wanted you to save it. Please, Jamie, that arm came out. Grab the arm. No, thank you.
A clam with a baby arm came out, and I was holding that thing 1 minute prior to that. I was holding that in my hand. If that did that while I was holding it, you would have been the first clam in space. Because I would have.
Yep.
Or this would be the Drew show. It wouldn't be the Dad Drew show. Right? It'd just be the Drew show.
Oh, then I'd just be like a deer in headlights the whole time.
Yeah. Or like when you stopped by the Disjabber chat and you somehow got frozen.
Oh my
and you
God.
were just. We kept having conversations with Drew.
But that's kind of
Drew wasn't there.
But that's kind of my normal look most of the time anyway. You know,
it took us a few minutes to figure out if you were actually frozen or not.
Or I was just being weird.
Or you're just being weird.
And then he comes back. My phone got too hot, everybody. My phone
it was so weird, dude. Yeah, it just shut off. And it was like, phone is too hot.
It was like a giant. There were two. I found two space aliens at the beach. So one of them was a clam, like a big, like double-shelled clam, and it had like a baby arm that came out, and it flips itself over when it gets in the wrong position. And then I found like a spiral shell. I'm like, I've never found a shell like this. This is awesome. They're always broken, and this one's perfect. And I'm holding it, and a tongue just comes out, and it's like, blah, 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 blah. I was like, this is why Christian won't go to the beach.
Oh, you're not a beach guy? Are you not a beach person?
Really? No.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Before COVID, cruises were awesome. We loved cruises. We were cruise people. We've done a Disney cruise. We've been on multiple cruises. I loved cruises. Still love cruises. Rethinking my thoughts on that and being in a little clam ship with a bunch of people hacking up stuff. But once we kill this COVID thing, I'm back. I'm good. We're good.
Yeah.
But he won't go on a Disney cruise.
Oh, Disjabber, you won't? I won't either, dude. I will not go on a cruise ever.
Titanic. Did you see the movie The Meg? Listen. No. But the Titanic was sunk by something I could put in my freezer. I could put water in my freezer and freeze it, and the Titanic was sunk by that. No, thank you. No simpatico. The Meg is out there. 95% of the ocean is uncharted. I'm not dealing with those things. No, thank you.
Nope. I like land, dude. I'm with you on that. Like, I am not a fan. I will never go on a cruise ever.
We have done a Disney cruise, and it is legitimately magical.
Oh, and I get it.
Food is amazing. The shows are amazing. There's not 1 second you are like, I'm bored. There's nothing to do.
Yeah.
Like, their private island is light years above anywhere else. It's straight magic the whole time.
But what about the rides? Is there a flight of passage or no?
There is no ride. There are no ride. There is no rides. Great English.
Yeah, second. I got my red pen.
There ain't no rides. There ain't no rides.
Nothing.
There ain't nothing on that.
Let's say we hit it big, right? We're big Disney YouTubers. You know, we're solid.
I know what you're gonna say.
We get in now. There's this media thing that they've had where they've invited influencers to come on and try out the cruises. And you get like a free cruise and you go on a little 3-day cruise and whatnot. You got the free cruise. Disney calls you up. They're like, Disjabber, Drew in the Moment. We need you guys to do vlogs on our cruise ship. Come on out. All expenses paid.
Well, first I'm going to grab my fire extinguisher because I need that. I'm going to grab this. Take this with me. Oh, dude, there's fires in ships all the time. They just don't tell you guys. It's always happening.
There she is. You're going on a cruise, Drew.
No, we are not going. You can go, Kachita. I'm not going, man. I'm staying on land.
Kachita's dragging you on a cruise, buddy.
Nope, won't do it. Will not. Nope.
Can't do it.
I can't do it either.
Dude, they're amazing.
I need to see land, dude. I can't. I'd freak out. I would freak out.
Pictures of land.
I just
Look
couldn't
on
do
your
it, man.
phone. Be like, oh, there's my house.
But it's funny because Jamie, me and Veronica have had the same conversation where she's like, well, what if, they were going to pay you, to go on, whatever. And I'm like, no, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Mm-mm. I'd be like, find me something else to do. My God, I'll do anything else, but not that.
Yeah, I get it.
No.
And you know what?
Marina's put me in the game, coach. She's like,
I'll take
put me in the
nice.
game,
Nice.
Coach. Put me on the cruise.
No,
you can have my spot,
Enjoy.
Marina. You can have my spot. Come on.
This
No,
man.
Yeah,
My God.
I love cruises.
I need a
They're fun,
vacation
man.
from my vacation. I want to go and walk the parks and go on rides and stuff. And then all of a sudden, when I get home, my God, I'm so tired. I need a vacation again. But that's my type. That's my speed. I want to be on the run. I want to the rides are like one of the biggest parts for me.
Mm.
And so the ride of a ship, that's not even I mean, I get it. It feels like it's like a town floating on water, right? You don't even feel the motion of the ocean. No. Yeah, right. I'm going to be puking over the side.
You don't
Puking up
relax.
Mickey
You're not a
Waffles.
relaxer, are you?
No. What? Who said that? No, not really.
You wouldn't go to like a beach and just hang out on a chair and
No.
drink a fuzzy drink.
I don't do that. I'm not that guy.
You're
I'm
a
not that
doer.
guy.
You're a doer, man. You got to be busy, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't hang out on the pool
No, I
and
don't.
just
I,
like
it's
chill
boring
and
to
relax
me.
and enjoy yourself.
My feet haven't seen the light of day since 1982. I'm not changing that up. I don't need that nonsense.
You wear your sneakers in the shower?
I wear my socks in the shower.
There you go. For slip purposes?
Sneakers
Oh my
in the
God.
pool. Why? Did somebody say that in the chat? Who told on me? Who said that?
They texted you.
I personally know that my sister would go on the cruise.
Enjoy.
So hey, you know what, Diz Jabber? Your wife and my wife can go on the cruise together, and me and you will hang out somewhere else.
We go to California, go to Disneyland.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah.
Never been there.
Our feet on the ground.
I mean, I've been to California, but I've never gone to Disneyland.
Yeah.
I was there when it was one park.
Oh, did you actually? You've been to Disneyland? Yeah.
When it was just Disneyland. It wasn't California Adventure, anything like that.
How did you like it? Honestly.
At the time, I wasn't as big into Disney as I am now. It was fun. To me, it felt like Six Flags compared to Disney World.
Yeah. More.
It's like a little park. You walk around, and I'll be honest, in the parking lot there were rats, like not Mickey Mouse, like rats.
Yeah. Straight up rats.
I was just like, oh snap, this is Disneyland. And I mean, it was fun. It was fun. Don't get me wrong, but the thing is, I know Walt has walked up that pavement. That's the original 1955, but still, for me, I just was like, I walked around the park, I went on the rides, and it was good. They have some great rides. The Indiana Jones ride, spectacular.
That's what I want to go on. Yeah, that looks pretty good.
But other than that, it's like a Six Flags compared to Walt Disney World. Right now, no way. I would love it right now.
I feel like being here in Orlando and having such close access to the parks and have been to Disney World so often that I would just be like let down, like almost like this is it.
Right.
It's like a smaller version of what you're used to.
Like I wouldn't spend my money to do it.
See, I want to do it once.
If I happen to be in California for something and whatever, like maybe I would stop by or something. But like I couldn't think of myself picking California as a vacation.
Yeah.
Like destination.
Right. But the thing is, Jamie, their snacks are better than our snacks in Orlando.
Really?
Disneyland snacks are supposedly like that's where all the good snacks are. Like whenever I talk to vloggers and stuff or do shows, they're like, "Oh my gosh, Disney World doesn't have this thing and then that thing and then these other churros." And then Morgan will tell you that you can go to the Blue Bayou, I think it is, or something. You can actually eat in the pirate ride.
What?
So the pirate, you can eat in there, and
That's
the pirate
awesome.
ride's going by you. I would love that.
Okay.
Get rid of Pinocchio's Village House. I'll sit up there watching
Amen
Small
to
World.
Oh, Pinocchio's Village House made our top 5 of worst ideas of things to get food at Disney when we did that show.
Ever.
That flatbread that they have is literally cardboard with ketchup. It is horrible.
Gross.
Not good.
No.
Oh, yeah. The other thing we would hit Aluwani up in a minute. that looks amazing. We're Hawaii people. Like,
Yeah.
that would be so amazing.
At that point, you're not even giving me shows now. If I go on a cruise, I get some shows, but I go to Ailani, I get nothing. I get a bed. Forget it.
You get characters. I'm sure they got to have characters. Stitch.
I'm sure they have characters.
Stitch will be
Not
there
right
for
now,
you.
though. I
Yeah,
hate
right.
him.
Yeah.
I can't stand Stitch.
Why do you
don't-
hate Stitch?
Because first of all, Experiment 6-2, I have no idea. I just don't like him. He's annoying. I would like to snatch him up by his little neck and just that's another story. But no, Stitch is he's an annoying character to me. I get it. People have that adoration
Alice
for
Hill,
him.
just a haunted cafe. If you could eat inside the haunted mansion
That's brilliant.
and they had like a ghost at your table with you,
yeah.
I would
like an
like
extra
to eat at
chair.
that table.
That'd be
in
so.
that
If they had
room.
like an extra chair and there was like one of those projector ghosts in it, and it like sits and it has dinner with you. Come on, Disney,
Yeah, no.
put us
I
in the
hope-
game.
Maybe they're gonna watch this live stream and then be like, boom.
Alice
Yeah.
Hill. That's like the comment of the night. That
It really
would be
is. That's
awesome.
a great idea.
Agreed. In my 5th park, I'll get that going. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Yep. If you had a 5th park, what would you make it, Jay?
Retro park, actually. I would bring back all
I've
the
heard
old
you say
rides.
this before.
Yep, all the old rides, all the old parades. Spectra Magic, by far, was the greatest parade I've ever seen, the night parade.
Okay.
And the fact that
Spectre
Disney...
Magic, the Electric Light Parade, is that the same thing or no?
No. Electric Light Parade came to Disney for Orlando for a while. Then it left, and Spectra Magic was there for about 8 or 9 years. And that parade, by far, leaps and bounds beyond any parade. And the fact that Disney has gone five years without a night parade, what is wrong with you? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I hope Disney's not watching
I
this.
used to
I didn't
love
say
as
it.
a kid the Electric Light Parade. Like I think we have old video footage of us like sleeping, and our parents like, get up, the Electric Light Parade's here. My
Well,
mom.
I would bring back Toontown. I would bring back Mr.
Yeah.
Toads. I would bring back Snow White. I would bring back the old parades. Bring the Muppets
Honey,
more
I
into the
Shrunk the
park.
Kids.
Yeah.
Everything into one park. Old characters that we
Yeah.
don't see.
Like Roger Rabbit.
Bring Roger
Oh.
Rabbit in there, Drew. Bring him on in. And Mr. What's his name? The Doom guy, Judge Doom.
Judge Doom.
Judge
Let him
Doom,
walk
who
around.
I say should run Disney.
Yeah.
Put him in charge. New
And
face
what
of
will
Disney.
be cool? Every week they alternate with different fireworks shows. Like 1 week it could be Fantasy in the Sky. The next week it could be when they had that one for Pirates. When Pirates, it was like all the way across the parks.
And then Epcot Forever, which isn't forever. Why did you name it Forever if it's only going to be around for a year?
Ooh, burn.
Oh wow.
Robin
My phone's
Hood
blowing
characters.
up.
That would be awesome.
Bob Iger just texted me. What has Dad got this doing? Our stock just went down. Sell.
Yeah. Terminator 4D. Isn't Terminator in
That's
Universal?
It is.
That, Margaret, good try, but that's Universal,
It's
which
all
I'm
good.
thinking of getting passes to.
Hey, you know
There
what?
you go.
Eventually, Disney might buy Universal. Who knows?
That's what I think. I think Disney needs to just buy Universal
Yeah.
so they
And
can
then
get
be
the
done.
rights to those Marvel characters
Yep.
on this side of the Mississippi.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Disney owns Universal, dude.
That would be it. Then they're the biggest conglomerate, and they will be. Nobody can touch them. at that
Nobody.
point.
Yeah, no. Absolute monopoly right there.
So I do a little bit of like stock trading in the background and whatnot. And there's this rumor that's been going around that Apple is possibly looking to buy Disney.
That was a rumor. I've heard that too. I don't know how
As when the stock tanked to like $70, it was at a value where like Apple had that in their couch
Yeah,
in
right.
cash,
Yeah.
where they could have just bought Disney cash.
right.
And they're saying that they were looking at doing it just to acquire the rights almost to Disney Plus because Apple needs more streaming content. So they were going to buy all of Disney apparently for the rights to Disney Plus.
Yeah.
That's how big
that's-
Apple is.
That's quite an investment.
That's how
that-
big Apple is.
That's so crazy.
They have like billions of dollars, multiple, in like reserve cash just sitting around,
Just hanging, collecting dust.
just hanging.
Yep, collecting dust.
Money to burning the money, throwing it out there. I get it.
Light
It's a small
cigars.
world still there. Yes, Margaret. It's a small world is still there. and it will still
Unfortunately.
earworm into your brain, and you will never get it out of your head for the entire day after you ride it one time.
So I take
Now,
it.
Thanks, Marina. Have a good night, guys. Don't forget to check out Marina.
Good night,
Mouse
Marina. Don't
Vlogs.
forget to subscribe to Marina. All right, now I've seen video. I think it's from one of the overseas parks. They changed It's a Small World, and they added in like all the Disney characters to the different lands.
That's California.
Is it in California? Okay, I think they should do that to the one here in Orlando because
They
it looks
absolutely
cool.
should.
Yeah.
You got Aladdin, and you have Jasmine flying on the carpet. You have Mickey and Minnie at the end saying goodbye. I mean, it's supposed to be so awesome. And I've seen people go on ride through and everything, a POV. And our small world just pales in comparison. After watching, I'm like, ugh. Now I got all these little kids I don't even know about. Like, I want to see the characters. Like, bring the
Yeah.
I want to
characters.
see somebody
in
I
there.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And has
Not these
anybody else
strangers.
seen it? It went around a little while ago. I think it's in either Hong Kong or something, but they were showing an animatronic test of Belle. So they had an animatronic Belle,
Yeah, she looks real.
and
Really?
it literally looks like they have an actual real person, like opening
Yep.
and reading a book and looking at you. Like the animatronics are that level.
That's creepy.
But that's across the ocean. You can't get me over there.
No.
Sorry.
No.
Okay.
Now I'm
Bring it
so
here.
excited
Bring it here.
that they're bringing Tron here.
Yes.
Like to me, that is awesome. That ride looks just that entire movie was so underrated in my opinion.
Amen
The
to that.
look of
man.
it.
Are we?
With-
Is this a tangent right now, Jamie? Are we talking
Yes, we're
about Tron?
tangent. We're straight tangenting off into
Yeah.
Tron.
Oh yeah. This is Tron.
Because you sent me that link, and then I started reading about it. I do not want Jared Leto in the movie. I want the other Sam. I want Sam Flynn back. Yeah,
Right.
I don't want Jared Leto.
They're
in
not
this
going to
movie.
get him. That was that. Okay. The
No.
Jared Leto rumor was when they were supposed to be reboot. Okay. This is the tangent. Okay, here's the rumor. Tron 3 is back on.
Yes,
Is it?
It
I did
eventually
not know
it got put into development hell. and it never
possibly
made it.
Disney Plus. Possibly Disney.
Yes.
Okay.
Plus.
All right.
So it was so they got, nobody's going to make this movie. It's too much money. No. So then they were going to reboot the reboot with Jared Leto as some
Yeah.
sort of like Ares character. And he was going to like, it's a reboot. They were going to basically get rid of the old movies and start new, which I think is stupid. There's so much history in that movie,
Yeah.
and the original and whatnot is just dumb to get rid of. But
Just stop
they were
doing
going to
that.
reboot it with this Jared Leto, and it was going to be this whole new thing. So that went on for years, and it never happened, and it died. But then it came back, and they're saying that they're going to actually do a continuation
Good.
of the original second movie,
Good.
but it's probably going to be a Disney Plus either series or movie. But if it's going to be a continuation, it should be the same characters, which would
I
be
wish.
great.
I hope.
Because
Yeah.
that whole storyline and everything, like the
Oh.
glowy lights and everything,
Wait. The
you could-
whole.
I have it on Blu-ray, and I'll
So
still
do I.
throw it in my Blu-ray player.
Yeah.
And to this day, it looks like a movie that could have come out today.
Yeah. No. What that came out in like what 2011 or something.
Yeah,
Something like that. And it is.
yeah, it's at least
beautiful
it's at
made
least a
movie.
decade old. It's at
And the
least a decade old.
soundtrack by Daft Punk is
Daft Punk,
amazing.
oh. That scene where they're in the
bar.
club, and it's just
Yeah,
a
but
pure
they-
Daft Punk, and they're fighting to the Daft Punk music. Oh my
Yeah.
god! So,
Underrated movie.
I think
Underrated
the Tron ride, I think they're trying to build off of that and then add to the whole roundabout, because they're really pushing Disney Plus, and they're using Disney Plus as a way to expand things with less budgets
Yeah.
than they did before, and
Right.
keep properties, because Disney has not honestly been able to start a new franchise. Nothing has taken off
No,
since
they're
Pirates.
just
really.
starting over with stuff. Like, hey, let's take Beauty and the Beast and start that over. Hey, Star Wars, let's do a different trilogy. What George Lucas, let's sign him on and see what really happens to Luke Skywalker. I'm like, don't do this to us.
Yeah.
It's. And speaking of the construction, Drew, were you in Magic Kingdom yet? To see the construction and how it's coming?
Yes, I was. The first day, they got a huge building up that was not there before.
So they have the outer part that you start in, possibly. Oh,
Yeah,
I
man.
can't wait.
Check it. The vlog that I have, man. I actually show a little bit of the construction, and like I remember going there the last time I had been there, and it was just all
It was just like
sand
girders.
and dirt and like just the girders or whatever they're called. And
Yeah.
now I like walk around
Is
the
that a
corner.
word? Is that a word? I think that's a word.
Girder.
Yeah,
Something.
don't go with it. Just
I'm gonna
if
go
you
with it.
believe it. If you believe in it,
I believe it to be true. But yeah, it's come along quite a bit. Quite a
perfect.
bit. So yeah, I can't wait for that ride, man. That's gonna be awesome. So awesome.
Oh,
I'm
another
excited.
tangent. Speaking, you said Star Wars. So there's this other vlogger, like his name's like Mike Zero or something. Christian sent him to me.
God, yeah,
And like this guy legitimately
knows
hates
everything.
he hates Kathleen Kennedy, who is like the head of Lucasfilm. Like I
Yep.
think she like beat his dog, like did a John Wick or killed his dog or something, because he legitimately like rails into this lady every 3 hours. It seems like he has a new vlog that comes out, and I think he's got five on the wall like that are painted the same color as the wall in Lucasfilm. They're like this because every 3 minutes a new vlog comes out that like insiders are saying that this is happening and that is happening and this, and she's going to get fired. She tried to do this, and then she tried to fire Jon Favreau, but then Jon Favreau tried to fire her, and then like it's all this craziness. But the coolest rumor that I've seen come out so far is in The Mandalorian, since The Mandalorian takes place like post Jedi. This is getting super nerdy, people. Okay. Mandalorian takes place post Jedi. So if they wanted to have any of the OT characters in it, they got to do something really weird and funky. Mm-hmm. And apparently there's been people who have been like photoshopping Sebastian Stan, Bucky, the Winter Soldier.
What?
It looks like Luke, man.
He is you throw the moppy wig on him, and he is a dead ringer for New Hope Luke.
For young
Luke.
Like dead ringer. I mean, I know you can do kind of anything with Photoshop, but it really like he's got the same nose and the lip, and it's crazy.
At first glance, you wouldn't even know it wasn't Mark Hamill.
Really?
Like, oh,
really?
Yeah, it's that good.
Can you bring that up right now, Jamie? Can you bring it up?
Yeah, hold on. Let me find it.
I got to see that.
Hey, Samantha.
So they're saying that they're going to bring him in, and they're going to do like post Jedi what Luke was up to within the Mandalorian.
Yeah. Okay.
And that seems amazing.
Well, that seems like a nice trail off story that you can kind of work off, you know.
Mark Hamill is the funniest dude I've ever seen. He's like, if you just want laughs, like follow him on Twitter. He posts like the most random stuff. It's hilarious. But so like somebody was interviewing him, and they were like, so what do you think about the Ahsoka Tano coming to the Mandalorian? And he was like, who's that? Like he totally didn't even acknowledge that like it's a thing.
Right.
Like he's like, I don't know who that is. And it's supposed to be like, you know, okay, hold on. I'm trying to get the images up.
Jamie, did you read about Mark Hamill has been in every Star Wars movie?
Yes, he has secretly been. I think there's maybe like one he hasn't been in. But he has secretly been in every movie since the prequels.
What?
And I guess they haven't identified all of his cameos yet. But
crazy.
Did George Lucas?
He has been doing
probably not
voice work.
Just
he's
snuck
been
on
doing
set.
voice work. Okay, so here's the screen. You can see the one over here. That's Sebastian Stan on the right.
Dude, get out of here.
And that's Luke Skywalker. That's Mark Hamill on the left.
That is insane.
Like, all they did was Photoshop the hair and the jacket. The rest of it is his actual face. You can see that like that's his face.
Dude, that's a dead ringer. You're right, dude. He's a dead ringer for Luke, man. Wow.
Like dead ringer.
Holy cow.
So
that's so insane.
Yeah. They're talking about bringing him in to be the new Luke Skywalker as a younger version of it. And honestly, I'd be okay with that.
I'm okay with that. Like if that's who they're using, it's going to look like that. Absolutely, man.
As long as they're not going to reboot it. Let's do New Hope again.
No.
Don't do that to me.
They're not doing that. It's supposed to be like literally what was he doing? Because we never got to see him legit be a Jedi.
Nope.
Really.
Yeah. Right.
Like he's a nobody in A New Hope. In Empire, he's kind of like learning the ways. And then in Jedi, he's supposed to have like, I am a Jedi now. And he's a little bit Jedi, full Jedi, but not 100%.
Still needs more training.
From the end of that to like training the people in the new one, we didn't see any, badassy Luke Jedi stuff.
Nope.
And I'd like to see that.
Absolutely. But I want it to be believable.
Yes.
And that's the whole thing. Yeah. Like for me, like another tangent here, but like the Solo movie, that was absolutely believable because they picked the right guy to play Han Solo. Like
I think they totally botched that one. With the marketing.
Oh, the marketing aspect.
Good movie.
Absolutely. Oh, it's a great.
Should have called it
good movie.
Called it Watch Till the End for Darth Maul. That's what they should have called it right there. Just watch till the end.
No, but it legit. That was.
You hear he's coming back, right?
Oh yeah.
Supposedly they're gonna do some sort of series focused. He's either gonna show up in the Obi-Wan series or in the Ahsoka Tano series, which is supposed to happen.
But how did they underestimate how popular that character really would have been? Like when you see what
that story arc was in the comics, but we haven't got to really see it. I mean, I used to like comics, but I'm not going to buy a bunch of comics and read them. I just show me a long form story. I really want to see that.
Yeah.
Solo was awesome. I really think it got a lot of hate and it did not deserve the hate.
Nope. It's fantastic.
I personally think, in my opinion, if I was making that movie, I would have started it off with Harrison Ford, pay him whatever he wants, and start off with him telling the story. Like, do you know what I mean? Old Han Solo and then reminiscing back. Yeah. And just, I think that would have given fans like, oh crap, Harrison Ford's in it. Like, just put him that boom.
But Harrison Ford would have been like, I'm too busy. I don't want to do that.
He's so over it.
He is over it. He was over it after New Hope, man.
Yeah, he wanted them to kill him.
I know. He was like, dude, just kill me. Like, get me. I'm done with it. It's crazy. Yeah, after the first film, I'm done. I just kill me.
And then, but Donald Glover nailed Lando. Like he was Lando without being an impression.
Yep.
I thought it was, and I saw. Have you seen the ads? Every time another tangent. I'm scrolling through my Facebook ads, and have you seen that like Cameo app? Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. You can pay celebrities to give you shout outs.
Yeah, I paid Flavor Flav to wish me a happy birthday for $5.
Did you really?
I'm kidding.
Oh, dude, that would have been awesome. That would have been
because
he's on there though.
Billy D is hardcore on there,
really?
Promoting himself to the Star Wars fans to like
that's solid.
Have Lando give you a shout out.
That's awesome, dude.
But yeah, that's the weirdest app. Like,
yeah, that's
I would feel weird as a celebrity to be on there. Like,
yeah.
But hey, money's money. I guess it's kind of like the convention gig without going to convention.
$50 for a picture and an autograph.
Yeah.
And then
same idea. I mean, and that's even really weird when you think about it. You know what I mean? Like, can you imagine me walking up to you guys just as normal people and being like, "Hey, I'll pay you $50 if you sign this and take a picture with me." Like, it's just a weird concept. You know,
here's my PayPal info, buddy. Here you go.
Yeah, right. Give me the money. Sure, I don't care.
And on another tangent, we're talking about Star Wars. I was watching Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom today.
Ooh.
And I didn't notice this. It's good. Maybe I'll blow your mind with this. The beginning scene where Indy gets he drinks the poison. He's trying to get out of there with the antidote.
What is that? It's the antidote.
Yes.
Why did I sound German? It was his Asian guy.
That was Raiders. I think you got them both a little confused. One guy from Raiders at the end. Yeah. The name of the restaurant that he was in was Obi-Wan's.
Really?
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
I was
Did
like,
they show it?
Yes, it shows Obi-Wan. I was like, no way. Yep.
Great. Now I gotta watch that.
Oh my god.
You know what? And that right there, Diz Jabber, is like the quote of the night. We're all gonna We're all gonna be.
I'm going back to watch that.
Me too.
Obi-Wan's.
Watch when Short Round is driving away. He's pulling away.
Greatest character ever.
Obi-Wan.
That's
Greatest
awesome.
character ever. Short Round is awesome.
No
Oh.
time for love, Dr. Jones.
Don't you have some special show coming up where you break down movies and things like that?
Mhm.
Diz Jabber, something?
Oh, you mean the Disflix Movie Club?
Yeah,
Yes.
baby.
Oh, I
And-
do. As a matter of fact, I have a special episode coming up within probably, I want to say, the next episode or the one after for Empire Strikes Back. Funny that you should mention that.
Oh.
And it's really weird. Now, all of you people, Diz Jabbers and DGT Alliance and Momenters, we can call it Drew and the Momenters, and all you people, he's like, whatever, Christian, just plug it.
Oh, no, they're Drew's crew, buddy. That's Drew's crew.
crew. All
Drew's
right,
crew.
Drew's crew. Excellent. So
Party time.
I know on my little sign-up list, there is a DGT and then a Drew in the Moment that is signed up. Now, Drew didn't officially sign up. We signed him up we signed for him.
We did a Jen Jess travel agent. I acknowledged it for you. I clicked the button.
Yes.
Of course.
He's in the COVID-19 crew right now. He just signed off his life.
Hey Samantha.
And now
Hey,
he's gonna be-
Disney. Samantha and Disney enthusiasts are having a little conversation back and forth there.
Can't blame
Margaret,
him.
are you waving bye? Is that a hi? Is that a bye?
Yeah, I think
Hey, guys,
Margaret's going.
Go check out Margaret's Make and Bake. If you guys want some great recipes for some awesome baked goods, go there. She's got it on lock.
But we are doing Empire. I want to even venture outside the Disney realm and get the
Okay.
Goonies in there.
Goonies. We have to talk about Goonies. That has to be in there. I don't care if it's Disney or not. It's in there.
Goonies is the bomb.
It has to be. It's on HBO Max right now.
Oh, okay.
So if you have AT&T, they gave I think if you had AT&T as your cell phone provider, they gave you
Right.
HBO Max for free and stuff like that. So you can watch the Goonies in glorious high def, beautiful.
Yeah.
And now, Drew, I gave
Yes.
you a homework assignment. I know you never did it.
I
Oh,
did. I didn't. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't. I had no excuses.
Still hasn't.
No excuses.
Now, Jay, I don't know if you've had to have seen this. Okay. Just direct your pizza to Papa Green's Pizza. Do you know what that's from?
Yeah, I just saw the movie recently. Direct to Your Pizza, the Papa Green's Pizza. I just saw it. I just saw the darn movie.
Show enough.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's Last Dragon, man. Barry Gordy.
Yes. That man over there has never seen the movie.
Who's the master? You haven't seen that?
He has not seen Who's the Master Get the Glow.
I was supposed to, and
Glowing hands, dude. He was like,
I didn't do my homework assignment.
He does and he gets the claw. He's like the claw, and it
Yeah.
glows.
Yeah, I didn't do my homework assignment. I was bad.
Catch a bullet with your teeth. I mean, so good.
I'll
hashtag
watch
so good.
That's my
You
plan.
have to do.
I
you
will
have
watch
to do
it.
that.
I will watch it before the next Dad and Drew show.
Now,
Yes.
I
have
promise.
you guys watched The Goonies on Reunited Apart with Josh Gad?
I have not gotten to see that
I
yet.
think I saw a little tiny bit of it. Yeah.
Dude, he makes them run lines together. Corey Feldman, Sean Astin, they actually run
Oh, I
lines
have to
for
go
the
watch
movie.
that then.
It's awesome.
I have to go watch
It's
that.
awesome.
Okay, I know the guy down there is also another fan of this. Did you see they announced that Cobra Kai is moving to Netflix?
Season three, right?
Season 3 is going to Netflix.
I'll take it. Now I can get rid of my YouTube subscription to YouTube Red
Yep.
or YouTube Premium.
Because YouTube Premium, I guess they ditched all their original content shows. They just said, "Sorry guys, we're moving on from this. We're not doing it anymore." And they let them shop it to other networks.
I
And-
was actually talking. Go ahead, Jay.
Netflix picked it up.
Yep. And I was texting to Gary, talking about shows, and she didn't even know Cobra Kai was a thing. And I was like, oh, MG.
Do you know Cobra Kai, Drew?
Yeah, it's a Karate Kid thing, right?
It's a
Oh, God, he doesn't know it,
Jamie.
Jamie. He doesn't
No,
know it.
I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
Have
But
you
I
seen
know-
Karate Kid?
Oh, I've seen Karate Kid, of course. Of course.
Okay, you have to watch Cobra Kai. It's free on YouTube right now, I think. They've
Okay.
got it free on the YouTube Premium. They'll let you watch them for free. But
Okay.
they pick up Karate Kid in nowadays,
Mhm.
and it follows Johnny basically as the main character.
And you kind of like Johnny better than Daniel.
And you
Yeah.
kind of like Johnny better than Daniel. They kind of do a 180 flip it on you, and they kind of give you like the perspective, like if you watched Karate Kid from Johnny's perspective, Daniel was kind of the bad guy. He's this kid who came in to steal his ex-girlfriend and like stole his the trophy championship that he'd always worked for his whole life and destroyed his karate dojo and like
and he learned how to do it by cleaning some dude's car and waxing.
And he learned it like how to clean cars, and it was
it's
like kind of like Daniel was the bully.
Yeah.
In his
but
life.
they bring
So, like,
in so many good characters. Like they incorporate everyone.
Okay.
Old Cobra Kai
put him in a
members.
body bag. That guy.
Yeah, I don't
there.
want to give away one of the main people from season 2, but this person comes back at the end of season 1, and you're just like, no way.
What?
Yeah, it's really good.
It is legitimately probably one of the best shows I've seen in many years. Where I bought YouTube Premium because they gave you season 1 for free at one point, and they were like, okay, and season 2's out, but you got to get YouTube Premium for that. And I'm like, okay, I'll buy it. I'll do it.
Hilary Swank is not in it. Mouse and the Magic.
No.
Hilary Swank is not that version.
No, Hilary Swank. No,
It's
this,
not the
I think
next
it kind of
Karate Kid.
ignores that portion of the Karate Kid lore.
I know there is no Mr. Miyagi.
There is no
That's
Mr.
sad.
Miyagi. But then now they've kind of like they try to like morph Daniel into like a Miyagi character it's just so good.
And there's a scene that's Miyagi-ish where Daniel's kind of, giving wisdom to another person. I don't want to take who the person is. But all of a sudden you get those chills. Like he goes, "All right, show me wax the
chill
wax
bump."
the car." It's good.
All right.
It's another show that you should definitely watch.
And honestly, it's a half-hour episodes, and I binged them. For season 1 and 2 all night. Just stayed up, watched them straight through.
All right. Well, I know what I'm doing.
Yes,
tonight,
Jen Jess. If you
tonight.
are like the 80s, 90s movie kind of kid, like you're around our age and you grew up in
Jen
this time,
Jess didn't see it. Oh my god!
It'll just hit you in the feels, man. I mean, like they just. It's so nostalgic, but it's not nostalgic just to be nostalgic.
Yeah.
It's like nostalgic with an amazing story.
Johnny's got like a Trans Am or a Firebird. He's driving. He's got T-tops.
Oh, it's so good. Like you actually end up liking Johnny.
Yep.
And the guy who plays him, he does a fantastic job.
It's
the original character. It's all
character?
the original actors and everything.
See, and that's what makes it tangible, man. That makes it like
now
believable.
Yep. It's so good. I don't want to ruin anything. Oh.
Yeah, I know.
And then there's a couple scenes. Let me just say this. No spoilers. There's a couple scenes where Daniel and Johnny are like getting along, and I liked it.
Yeah.
Like I liked them getting along. I was like, yes, they're gonna team up. But we'll see. Season 3 has a lot coming to it. Because I know there's other characters. I don't know if you know, Jamie, but there's major characters from Karate Kid 3 coming back into season 3.
Wow.
Oh,
so
it's gonna be so good. So good. To quote my cousin Andrew, hashtag
so good.
So good.
I pulled a so good in my latest vlog talking about the food. I just had to pull an Andrew so good.
And by the way, everybody says so good. Like you'll notice it so much more now after we say it. Like I hear everyone saying it. Oh, that's so good. So good.
I'm telling you, Towel Guy should have copyrighted that. He should have put in the patent or something. Because anybody else got any shows that they've watched that they think people should know about? And in the comments, anybody, if you have something you want us to tangent on, we're still going. We don't care. It's just, I haven't talked to this guy in a long time. I haven't talked to like adults really, other than my wife, and she comes home and she's like, "Don't talk to me. I've been at the hospital all day. I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to chill and veg and watch my Korean dramas." My wife is addicted to Korean dramas now, so she just watches these like K dramas in closed captions. Like her and all her Filipino families and friends are all addicted to these things, and that's all they watch. She's binging Korean dramas. So I'm like, these are kind of ridiculous. They look like soap operas, but Korean.
Billions is a great show, Jen Jess. I'm all caught up on it. Billions with Paul Giamatti.
Billions.
Okay.
Great.
I never got a Warrior Nun. I saw that come up in my Netflix thing.
Kind of scared
Is
of
it
that.
good? Mouse and the Magic?
when you go to confession, you come out fighting like, oh, that would be awesome.
It seemed very much like that.
Did it really?
Anybody else got some? Yeah. Anybody else got some, like hidden gems that people need to know about?
Well, mine's not necessarily hidden, but Lucifer. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Lucifer.
I started that. I never.
Oh, Lucifer's good.
Dude,
I love that show.
I talk about binge watching, man. It was just like any moment I had, I was like, I gotta watch, and I just watched like 5 episodes.
I was excited because they said that this was going to be the last season, but then they said they're giving it one more.
Well, but then I heard they might be giving it 2 more.
Awesome.
Because I finished watching season.
Did you
5.
see? You saw when they brought him into Crisis of Infinite Earth, right, Jay?
Yes, that was awesome.
So like Lucifer is now canon in the CW Arrowverse.
Yep. Mm.
Did anybody watch the Batwoman show? I never.
I stopped after 2 episodes.
I stopped after 1.5. I couldn't. It didn't catch. It's like I'm like,
There's certain.
It's not Batman. Like I wanted Batman.
Yeah.
I feel sexist about it, but I was like, it's not Batman.
No, but dude, it's almost like having like when they have like Batgirl or Supergirl or whatever.
I watched Supergirl. Supergirl's a good show.
Yeah. No, but a lot of those are like, it'd be like watching a male do Elektra. You know what I mean? Like or something like that. Like I never liked it when they would take a character, whether it's male or female,
and just gender swap them for no reason.
And just gender swap them, and you're like, wait a minute, that's kind of a cheap imitation. You know what I mean? It's not. I just want its own character.
That's like I'm gonna riot, legitimately riot. I'm gonna be one of those people that are on the internet and riot. If they make James Bond a girl,
that's just stupid.
I'm done.
Yeah, that's just
done.
Going back to the Batman thing and the cat lady or bat lady, whatever we were talking about, Ruby Rose,
cat lady,
the cat bat lady.
Whatever we were talking that crazy cat lady. So going back to that, Michael Keaton looks like he's going to reprise his role.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like he signed a 10-picture deal.
What? Really? No.
He's going to be the Batman again. And all I'm going to say is, you know what? Believe me, Michael Keaton was the Batman for me. Then Christian Bale came in and kind of said, move over. But now that Christian Bale wants nothing to do with it, holy smokes. Bring Michael Keaton back, my God. Oh my God.
Absolutely.
They're saying they're gonna morph it into a Batman 2099 version where he's the old Batman mentoring a new like techie Batman in the future.
That's so cool, man.
Now, I also heard there's a rumor that the Batfleck is back.
Wait,
only because of something. I forget what it was.
Now, they're saying it's a multi-picture deal. It's not just, at least the last rumor that I saw, somebody saying that they had a family member who works at Universal or Warner, and they saw him in there and he signed the deal, and it's not just for reshoots for the Snyder Cut. It's like legit he's going to be, because if the Snyder Cut pulls off what they want it to pull off and like rejuvenates the DC universe,
right?
To tell those forward-going stories, they need those characters. You can't just like Batman up to now was that, and then all of a sudden it's gone. Right. Now they're going to try to pull a whole multiverse thing and get a little crazy with that, with the Flashpoint and stuff like that.
Yep.
But
the thing is, now that you got Robert Pattinson, at the helm, but I know that movie is kind of like on
that's going to be in its own bubble. They're saying it's going to be in a bubble. Yes, but I have watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Just stop with Batman. You guys have killed Batman for me. You know what I mean? Like, I came to learn.
I didn't like the Joker with Joaquin Phoenix.
No, me either.
It was strange. It wasn't.
It was not what I expected. Yeah. And it was kind of like where Drew was saying, like Rise of the Resistance, they built it up so big, and is it worth the hype? I went into it expecting like, this is gonna be awesome. And I was like, this is what?
No, but you know what drove me nuts though? Like about that movie? Like it was watchable. I watched it.
I wasn't like angry that I wasted 2 hours, but I wasn't excited that I watched it. I didn't want more.
What drove me nuts was his laugh, man. It like for me, it felt like bad acting. I don't know. It was just this weird like element, like like Heath Ledger.
And they made it his condition.
No, that's what I mean. Yeah. Like Heath Ledger had that thing where he's like, licking his lips and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But there was a reason for that because of like the makeup was cracking or whatever. But they kind of worked it in. It worked fine.
Yep.
But this laugh thing was just like forced, and it seemed fake to me, man. I don't know. Every time he did it, I'm like,
I was not a fan of that movie.
Is he serious?
And I know the Joker isn't supposed to be all swole and jacked up. You know what I mean? But at least this guy was like a chicken.
Dude,
Like,
he
he was like,
gross. No, but he was like all decrepit. And I'm like,
yes, like an Ethiopian. Like he was like an
Yes.
Ethiopian. I swear to God.
it was so.
No offense to the Ethiopians out there. I really love you all.
Hey, quick question about Batman.
Yeah.
How did you guys feel about Ben Affleck's Batman?
I love
Batman.
Batfleck.
Dude, I was
Not
impressed.
at first.
No,
Not at
I was angry when I heard they casted him because I'm like, come on, man, that's terrible.
He
And
did well. He did
dude,
well.
he did awesome. Like, and I think what I liked about him, he really embodied the Bruce Wayne. Like, I believed he was Bruce Wayne, like his look and
Yeah.
everything. You know what I mean?
I'm not buying Robert Pattinson, man. I'm just not. I still see Twilight. I see Jacob and coming in there like the little werewolf's gonna come in. I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be Team Jacob and Team
I
Edward.
wonder if they're gonna have like little sparkles on his face.
Yes.
You know, because that's what
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get over like looking at him and not seeing Twilight.
You mean
Like,
seeing
Face
a,
with the hair.
a vampire
Yeah.
soap opera? No.
And I mean, I'm glad that they're just saying, look, this isn't the Batman of the universe. This is just a Batman.
Yeah, but Jamie, I saw Harumami just said he's a vampire. So wasn't there a Batman vampire in the comics? Wasn't there a recent one that was a vampire Batman or a cartoon?
There
or
was a
something?
vampire Batman, and actually the one that was there was a samurai Batman, which was awesome.
Yes, that
that was an awesome. Like somehow, like Batman travels back in time to go after somebody, and he ends up becoming a samurai. It's actually a really cool cartoon.
And then Batman versus Jack the Ripper. That was a great one too. They do a lot of cool
They
stuff.
have a lot of
man.
weird Batman stuff.
Now, are these like cartoon shorts that you're talking about?
No, full cartoon movies. DC has a
Oh,
whole
okay.
line of like animated cartoon movies.
Yeah.
Where they have like a bunch of Justice League stuff and stuff like that. Ugh.
Oh my
No,
god!
Yeah, Val
How-
Kilmer.
Val Kilmer.
He
He
No,
wasn't. He wasn't. That was the Batman. Oh,
That was no.
Ugh.
He
and
was
George
the,
Clooney.
Oh,
Remember
George-
with the nipples?
I was just gonna
George
say,
Clooney had
dude,
nipples.
what a terrible Batman costume.
Nipples on the bat suit.
Yeah, why?
But that wasn't his fault. I think
No,
if
it
they
wasn't
had
his
written it,
Yeah.
the material well, he could have pulled off very like a Ben Affleck version of Batman.
I think he was
he was
Ben
given
Affleck,
a
yeah.
bad movie.
No, I agree. I
It
think
was
he
too
could have pulled it off.
campy, but not campy enough. Like if you're gonna
Right.
go campy, go like the 1960s series campy.
Oh my god, dude! I actually watched that like a month ago. I just watched a couple episodes. Holy cow, man! Like I loved it as a kid. I came back and watched it. I couldn't handle it, man. It was
Dude,
so over the
Speaking of Val Kilmer,
Oh.
he has not aged
age
well.
well.
But he had throat cancer. He had throat cancer, which is why I don't know how they're going to put him in Maverick, and how they're going to have him actually like speak like lines.
I don't understand how that's going to happen because I saw a thing where they showed like Tom Cruise in Top Gun, and then a side by side of Tom Cruise now. And if
Oh, the dude got
anybody
younger.
was a vampire,
The dude got younger.
yeah.
he is a vampire. That
Yeah,
man is a legitimate vampire. I think he is like drinking the blood of the Scientology people and like using it to become younger because he's a freak of nature.
Or a
Either
lot
that
of them
or
with plastic surgery.
but even like a lot of people like have money for plastic surgery and they don't look right.
No, I know what you mean. You can
Like he
tell they
looks
got it.
right.
Yeah, you can tell they got it.
And then they showed the same thing, like and it was the volleyball scene, the kind of homoerotic volleyball scene version of Val Kilmer with the muscles and everything next to what he looks like now. And it was like, oh,
Yeah, poor guy.
Poor guy.
and
Hey,
then when they
Wendy's
announced they're
List.
like, he's going to be in Maverick. Wendy's List. Hey, everybody, check out Wendy's List
Wendy?
Etsy shop. She has the best Etsy stuff in the
Sells
world.
so many cool things. I can't even
So
start
many
to
cool
name
things
them.
that you wouldn't even think of, that you wouldn't think that people sell. She sells them.
Absolutely.
Go check it out.
I need to see Maverick. That trailer makes me like, oh, I got to see Top Gun.
Dude, when it did that dun dun, that
Yep.
pung, the initial sound, Oh,
That's what we grew up with, man. That's our time. The kids nowadays are
us.
like, "Ooh, I want to see Top Gun Maverick." You don't know Top Gun Maverick. I'll tell you right
Yeah.
now.
And believe it or not,
You didn't have aviator sunglasses as a kid and get made fun of by other people because you had aviator sunglasses.
And you didn't say, "I feel the need for speed," and did the high five, backwards high five thing.
Yep.
oh, they don't get it anymore.
No.
Not nowadays, man.
And they're shooting Tom Cruise into space, like legitimately into space.
What? No,
Yeah.
really?
He's going
He
to
does
actually
everything.
film part of the next Mission Impossible in legitimate space, like
That's
on the
amazing.
International Space Station space.
Okay.
Him. He's like, okay, I've jumped off the Burj building. I've done all the stunts. What, shoot me.
Broke
into
my
space.
leg. Yeah.
Now the question is this: on a tangent, would you guys go into space for free if they were like, "Hey,
Yeah.
we'll shoot you up in space"? Would you do it?
Yeah, because that's safer than water, I think.
Now, the initial is yes, I would do it. Now, knowing I have my kid around, I might not because I wouldn't want something to go wrong and then take me away from my kid from a stupid thing for me to go to space. Now, I have a friend of mine who is a photographer, like a professional photographer out in Vegas and stuff like that. And one of his jobs is he's the photographer for those 0G flights where they take the plane up really high and then they
Like,
nosedive it. And then you're like 0G for like a minute and you're floating around.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that
seems cool.
seems a little bit safer than going to actual space.
Right.
Mhm.
That's just
To get
going
that
in a plane.
sensation. Yeah, just to get that sensation. The
I would
sensation
probably
of
do
like-
that.
See, I do that. I definitely wouldn't do the outer space thing, man. There's just too many things that can go wrong. Too many things, man. There's too many. No, there's too many working parts, dude. When Disney can't keep Rise of the Resistance going for a full day without it breaking down, you know, that's where that's where my head goes, man. I'm like, yeah, no, it's too many working parts. Nope. Get me in that airplane.
Oh my gosh.
Get me in that airplane. I'll get zero, gravity that way.
Willow, Mouse and the Magic. Yes, Willow.
Oh,
Val
just
Kilmer
watched that
was good in Willow.
yes.
He actually was good in Willow.
Yeah, because he was like what, 22?
Yeah.
That was Mad Mardigan, man.
Mad
I love
Mardigan,
that.
dude. Yep. He was
Oh my
funny. man.
God.
I love that movie so much. So much.
Ah.
And Mission Space. You know what? You're right, Drew. If I come off of Mission Space and my legs are jelly, I don't know what I'm thinking going into space.
How are you going to go to real space?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, right.
I can't.
Dude, I won't even go on the orange. I've never been on the orange. I refuse to because I'm like, it's gonna mess me up. It's gonna mess up my equilibrium, you know.
You ruined the rest of your day.
Just called you out.
I have to go solo on the orange one. Yeah, you know what though? But I have a condition.
Your wife
I
just
have a
called
condition.
you out.
But I have a
Like the
condition.
Joker. Like the
Yeah.
Joker. So,
I'm like,
yeah.
and I just laugh.
He laughs when he goes on it until he pukes.
Oh my God.
No,
Somebody needs to print themselves one of those cards and go to Disney and just do that exact same thing he did. Just laugh at somebody. And when they say something to you, just hand them the card.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And be like,
That's a viral vlog right there.
I'm a really bad actor. So here's my card. And that's why I'm acting like that. Who hates the ride? Jennifer Jess, yeah.
Oh, Jennifer Jess.
The orange, yeah. I can't do the orange, man. It's the vertigo, man. I got vertigo when I got off from what was it? Space Mountain one day.
Oh my God.
Seriously, man. No, it's weird. It like comes and goes. And have you guys ever had vertigo? Has that ever happened to you?
No.
I had something like that on Astro Orbiter. That thing goes faster than you think.
Dude,
That goes faster than you think.
I will never go on that again. That was the one ride. I was like, oh, I haven't gone on that. Let's just go on it. I went on it, dude. Yeah. Like 3 times around, I'm going, oh my God, is this thing over yet? Is it over
I'm
yet?
gonna die. I'm
gonna
going to die.
I'm starting to sweat. Oh my God. Yeah. No, that screwed me up, man. No, thank you. Never again. Never again.
Jay, what do you miss most about the park?
What do I miss most about the park? I miss that castle. I miss sitting on Main Street or standing on Main Street and seeing the castle. Here, it's the whole like trifecta: the castle, the rides, and the food. All of those things come together to make that magic happen for me. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. And honestly, here's what the thing. Once I canceled my annual pass, I don't feel it as much now. Like when I had the annual pass, I was like, oh my God, I'm not there. What am I gonna do?
I could be there.
Now I'm canceled. Now I'm like, oh, all right, I'll get back there one day. I'll get back there because now I broke the seal, ripped the Band-Aid off. I canceled it. Good to go. I'm waiting to see what my refund's going to be. But I just miss the magic. I guess the one word, the magic. That's what it is.
Yeah, it really
What
is.
do you think of the paint job?
Everybody's asking me that, and I've heard so many different opinions. I personally think it's better than the birthday cake that they did, and I'll leave it at that. I'm not going to say whether I love it or hate it, but it was better than that birthday cake.
You could have
monstrosity
thrown up
that
on
they
it,
did.
and it would be better than the birthday cake one.
Yeah.
That one was horrid.
Like people are saying how it's like the blues are too blue. The pink is like Sleeping Beauty's castle pink, and then it's just they don't go together. They don't mesh well. And
Drew, you've seen it in life.
Yeah, Drew, what is it?
I've seen it in real life. I love it, man. I'm telling you, the way the sun hits off the colors,
I want a
man.
castle.
It's like it's popping, man. And like
Now, they didn't finish it, right?
No, yeah, they still like
there's little numbers on the different
numbers
bricks
on it,
for where
but
they
they have-
should have.
yeah,
I saw the
painting.
paint by numbers. Yeah, I saw that.
by numbers, but no, like, dude, like walking in, I'm telling you right now, looking at the new castle
Mhm.
compared to how it was before they painted it, if you see them side by side, the old one looks like it's weathered and washed, colored, like the color's been washed away. It really does. And you know, whether you agree with the color combinations, you can't deny that it makes it pop more. You know what I mean? It gives it a little more life.
I agree. It
And-
pops. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It pops, and I do understand because somebody did say, they said it kind of looks like the Sleeping Beauty castle, which it does a little bit. It does, but there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I thought it was great. I thought it was a good
That's
idea.
one thing that Disney, in my opinion, has always done better than anywhere I've ever been is maintenance.
Oh my god!
Other than
Absolutely. Except for
the monorails. Other than
Yeah.
the monorails.
yeah,
Everywhere you go in Disney still looks new.
it's like pristine.
Nothing looks like
Yeah.
it's 20 years old and dilapidated if it's not supposed to.
Right.
If it's supposed to look old and antique, it does.
Yeah.
But like you don't go places and you're like, like I've been on, like, I'll take it back to the cruise ships. Like I've been on cruise ships that were like newer cruise ships and they weren't Disney. And you were like, you really need to paint that, or that's kind of chipping and falling apart. And that doesn't look good there.
Screws
Like
come out.
Disney never, like they're legitimately, everything looked like it was a 5-year-old ship and it was like brand new.
Okay. So I had a student who's an Imagineer now in Hollywood Studios who worked on Galaxy's Edge.
I can't believe that a kid that you taught.
I know. It's
How
crazy.
old do you feel?
As old as you're making me feel right now. Thank you.
Oh.
All right. So here's the deal. So now they tell me my student and his girlfriend. I had dinner with them at BOMA last summer, and they said that from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m., all of the parks is like a parking lot. Trucks all over the place, driving on Main Street, everywhere, because they got to upkeep. They got to build it back up. And all I'm going to say is, they said at one point that it's legitimately like a mall. People are coming in, going to stores, coming out. People are all over the place. And then at like 6 a.m., a whistle goes off and everyone scatters. The cars go driving away. It becomes a ghost town.
Wow.
And then it's what you guys see when you walk in if you're rope dropping.
Right.
You walk in there and you're just like, oh my gosh. And half an hour ago, pickup trucks with big plants were just being loaded onto the street. Like,
That's amazing.
I wish I could see something like that. Like a time lapse. Show me what goes on in the middle of the night at Disney World.
Well,
Because in my head, it's just like little Small World guys are coming out of the ride. La 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 la. They're going to
Little elves.
they're going to Casey's.
Yeah.
Forget
no,
it.
but right there though, Diz Jabber, that is why I never had a problem paying the money I pay to go to Disney.
Oh, I know.
Like,
I know,
people
but-
complain that it's expensive. No, but then right now I understand. I'm just saying in general, people are like,
Yeah.
oh my God, it's really expensive. I'm like, do you have any idea what goes into upkeep at these parks? It is insane. Like you're saying, dude, they're working all night. You got people.
Dude, I've been to
scrubbing
Six Flags or
Yeah.
Six Flags. It's like, that thing's on with a zip tie.
Yeah,
They didn't
right.
fix it. They just zip tied that thing to that because they
tape.
needed that
Duct tape.
little duct tape. Like Disney
know?
has always, to me, been like another level of
Yep.
attention to detail on that kind of stuff. And that's part of the reason, like, I've always loved them for that. Like, even when we used to go to Universal, like, I didn't feel like Universal had that that level of detail nailed.
They don't have the money to hire. Like they really don't. They don't have Disney money, man. Like, and that's
Yeah.
but I agree. Like that's the difference between Disney to Universal is that upkeep, man. Because it is amazing. Everything always looks new. Like you said, every morning you go in, rope drop.
Every morning, it's just like,
Wow, it's a fresh new.
this is how it's
place
supposed
again.
to look.
It's like brand new again every time you go in, you know? Yeah. So what do you miss, Jamie? What do you miss about Disney?
The food, man.
Yeah.
I'm a food guy. We used to just go for lunch.
Yeah.
Like we'll just go and get like food and wine.
See, that's the luxury of living there. There you go. That's why.
Yeah.
Like we used to just literally pick up and be like, what are we doing today? Let's go to Disney for lunch. And we'd go for a few hours and go and grab something and then come back and not like kill yourself.
Right.
But it has legitimately always been like our little getaway to do something.
Get away from life.
And I miss that perfection.
Yep.
I don't have that anywhere else in my life.
Oh my God! Don't say that.
You have. I know you have your wife and your daughter. That's what
my house is never perfect every time I wake up in the morning. It doesn't look like little elves sprinkled themselves through the house and made everything perfect.
I wonder if you could hire the maintenance people at Disney to come do that while you're sleeping. Wake up in your brand new house again.
Kind of creepy, but like, what's that noise? Don't worry about it. It's the little elves.
No, they'll just have to pump in like some Novocaine or knockout gas so you really sleep throughout the whole thing. And then you wake up refreshed, like, whoa, look at this.
Wake up and there's a guy jackhammering in your kitchen, fixing stuff.
You know,
I would love if we could have like the smellitzers or the smellitizers, whatever they call them. As you walk into your house, you could have it. Alexa,
have you seen they sell the Disney candles? Isn't there like a company that sells like
Scentsy? Or no, is it Scentsy? I think it's like Scentsy. Veronica's been selling like the Scentsy.
They sell like Main Street or something like that.
They sell pirate water. Give me the pirate water, man. I love that.
Me too, man.
I don't know if it was a joke or not, but in one of the Disney groups that I'm in, somebody posted that somebody was selling on eBay 3 mason jars of water from Splash Mountain, apparently.
Get out of here.
It was they called it Splash Mountain water.
It does have a smell too, though. It does.
And it was like $500 for these 3 mason jars of Splash Mountain water.
But isn't that theft? Because that's not your
I don't
water.
know.
Because you know what I mean? Like, I'm being dead serious. Like, isn't that theft? You are taking something that does not belong to you.
I don't know, but it's just like you could
mind blown right now. All of a sudden, Drew just got that guy in trouble. That guy's like,
what if you were like, take a mason jar, take a mason jar, go to the confectionery store and go like this, and then just can it. And then so when the person opens it up, would it smell like the confectionery store? Would that air smell like what you canned?
You know what?
For a little while.
Maybe I'll start selling that. I'll just go into the stores and grab air because air is free.
Drew, your next time you're at Epcot tomorrow. Yep. What's a quintessential Epcot smell?
The tortilla area that I always smell going through Mexico.
Soren with the oranges, with the orange grove.
Yeah.
So when you're going through the tortilla area, take a Tupperware or something and
just real quick do that.
And then when you get home on your Instagram story, open it up and let us know if it smells like what it.
I will bet it does. I think it will.
You know what I'll do? I'll put it for a prize for my 10 million subscriber giveaway.
That's perfect.
I really want to know. Do you think it would?
I'm actually going to try that just
if it would smell.
Silly. I'm going to try it. I am going to try to bottle some of that Disney essence, some of the magic.
Hey, Christy's Corner. Is Christy Corner? Yeah.
I don't think she's in here.
Go to her channel. She posted a good candle company, Christy's Corner. Okay. So on Christy's Corner, another great vlogger, go to her channel. She's posted one of the Disney smell candle thingamabobber things.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, be careful because I did notice when I was like, oh my God, I want like the Haunted Mansion smell or whatever. There's some like knockoff.
There's always a knockoff of stuff.
It's the Willy Bobo smells. That's what it is.
The Willy Bobo version.
Forget it.
The
I ain't
Willy
buying that,
Bobo.
man. But you never know. You never know what you're gonna get. Like Forrest Gump said, man. I'm just saying. I have bought the candles. I have the confectionery, which basically smells it's like a sweet bakery
kind of thing.
Yeah. I have the contemporary, which I know you guys don't like. Drew, I've heard you go off on my hotel like nobody's business.
I hate
That's
it.
his home hotel, man.
I don't know, and I understand why people love it. I hate it. I never stayed there as a kid. It has nothing in my memory. The first time I walked in and
Airport.
It's my tangent. It's an airport, man. Like for me, that was the feel where I was like,
I get it.
this isn't like, quaint but
No, Gary, I don't think they actually sell candles in the parks.
No, they do not. I've never seen, me personally, I've never seen any of
Like
them.
like an official Disney version. No, I don't think so.
Which they should
No,
probably
not a Disney version.
dude, Disney could be bringing in
So does
their
have
money.
you smelled the pirate water one, Jay? Because I know you always talk about the smell of pirates water.
I have. It doesn't. You know what? Basically, it all depends on the candle company. Some are more reputable than others.
Right, like
And
knockoff.
the one that I bought from, like I said, confectionery was a sweet smell, like a bakery almost, but not that confectionery. Contemporary smelled like the contemporary, very clean, crisp smell.
Airport smell.
It's just
Yeah,
fresh.
exactly. A very crisp airport. I love it, Drew. Thank you.
Right.
And then the other one we bought was, I don't even remember the other one. I don't even know if we burned it. Grand Floridian. The Grand Floridian, actually. And that definitely has a flowery kind of fresh
Okay.
smell, which was fantastic.
Did it smell like freshly raked sand?
No. Unfortunately, Jennifer Jess, they did not have the Dingle Hopper candle, which has this freshly raked sand. So sorry about that.
Drew doesn't
one.
know.
I don't
we
know.
were doing a thing where Jay asked us what would be like your dream thing to do at Disney, like the one if you could get like a dream job at Disney. And our good friend Jen Jess said she wants to rake the sand at the Grand Floridian.
And she wants to be paid for it.
And we told her,
Rake the sand, Jen.
we told her
Look,
just grab a rake and
Yeah, just start doing it. Just start
they
doing it.
won't stop you.
No, they won't.
and I told her,
They're
use her
like,
forks.
whatever.
I'll use my fingertips. I'd be like, just walk.
Or just get one of those little like wooden Zen garden. Little
Yes.
things,
Yes.
Just do that, Well, speaking of
Jess,
that,
we love you.
We love you, Jen.
so what would be you
I'm
guys?
gonna buy. You know what? I know what the best Christmas gift for Jen. We're gonna get one of those little Zen gardens with a rake and sand. But I'm gonna go risk life and limb, and I'm gonna steal Grand Floridian sand and put it in there, so she can actually have real Grand Floridian sand.
Jamie,
Wow.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
No, you're not. In case
Like Splash Mountain water.
Yes. Yeah. Well, see, exactly.
Is
You know,
is
Jamie's
like-
writing, note to self, take my Splash Mountain water off eBay. Right now he's writing that down.
He was
people-
testing the water with
He
us.
was testing it out. Testing the water. That's right, Drew.
I like it.
Okay.
Okay, another tangent.
Sorry.
Star Wars Hotel.
Mm.
It's
I'll
getting
I'll never
close.
afford to go
supposedly.
there. I'll never afford to go there
Oh, yeah.
ever.
Me neither.
How many DVC points do you think that would cost?
Well, first of all, Polynesian bungalows would cost me 3 or 4 years just to stay there a week. That's
Wow.
ridiculous. And that's Polynesian bungalows, man. This is Star Wars, like cruise ship-ish kind of hotel.
Yeah.
No, I can't. I would have to take out more points and remortgage my house to go on there.
Hey, but you know what, dude? You might be able to get it for cheaper now, since nobody's going to the parks.
True. You know what? I'm going to look into that. Thank you, Drew. I'll be right back.
Do you
Can
think they're going to let people wander the hotel? That's my
Now,
scared.
we
Like,
talked about that, and I don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't
do you
think
I'm
the
just
vlog is
able
going to be allowed.
pull the pin trading trick, where you pull up to the resort and they're like, "What are you doing here?" I'm pin trading.
I'm pin trading. Yeah,
Oh, sir, where are your pins? Oh, yeah, I gotta go. He's just driving through
I'm going to buy them.
Yeah, I'm gonna
at
buy
the
them here.
store. I'm just starting.
yeah.
We tried, Jamie. We tried with the pin trading thing when we did the Diz Jobbers Challenge. We were going to park at Bay Lake. Exactly. Starting at Bay Lake, we were going to start there, and then I was going to taste the mashed potatoes and then go. But they were like, "What are you doing over here? We're going to pin trade. You get a bite to eat." No, you can't do that. All right. It wasn't even like a major time either. It was just one of those. It was December 7th, and we were going to be there and just do our thing. But no. So Jamie, against the grain, Jamie was like, "We're going to go pull over and pull out." And the guy's like, "Okay, sure." Jamie drove around the side. He's pulling over by the side. He went over the curb in this minivan, right? Pulls up,
No
eating mashed potatoes, and then sent me on my way to go see Drew. And we did our epic.
Yes.
Diz Jabbers challenge. That was awesome.
That was all. And you know what? That
Yeah, I
morning,
know,
that
Jen.
morning
I
that we
know.
met-
Totally immersive. Unless you have a reservation, you aren't getting in. Ugh.
Yeah, we know. But yeah, no.
What's that, Drew?
That's the like biggest dagger to my heart
Yeah.
that Disney could have done, to say we're gonna have a Star Wars hotel and you will never be able to afford it ever.
They need to do that in Vader's voice too. You know what I mean? Put that in Darth Vader's voice.
Jamie.
This is not your hotel.
Yeah, you cannot come and look at it ever. Ever.
I mean,
Well, we just have to watch.
they're talking like what, $4,000, $5,000 for that 3 days or something like that.
Just watch some rich people vlogging it, dude. That's as close as you'll get. For real.
And there's only 32 rooms or 33 rooms or something like that. It's ridiculous.
That's stupid. They should have made that way bigger. I mean, like what? Like really? Like why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you make it 3,200 rooms? The
You know-
Star Wars nerds would fill it.
Dude, anybody that's like not even a Star Wars nerd, you know what I mean? Like people that just started watching the new trilogy, it's
Yeah.
like they're into it, and it's like they'll stay there. Like there would have been more money.
I need them to do the Disney. You're a Disney vlogger. Come on over here, guys.
Yeah,
That's the only way I'll ever get over there.
Yeah.
Like the guy who tried to convince us at the Polynesian to basically give up our luau to go over to Riviera.
for a
We
time.
were there for the luau and we're trying to do the pin trading before, and this guy, he was like the DVC guy, Jay.
Yeah.
So he's there in the little booth right on the corner by the gift shop.
I know exactly where you are.
And
Yep.
so we're pin trading with him, and he goes,
Yep.
and he sees my camera. He goes, "Hey, are you vlogging?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "You know, it would be great. What if you got to vlog the new Riviera?" I'm like, "That would be awesome." He's like, "We'll put you in a van. We'll take you over there right now, and we'll give you 9 ultimate fast passes for you and your party."
But they will keep you for 4 hours while they try and hard sell you. is
Yeah.
what they'll
And
do.
I'm like, dude, we have a luau in like 25 minutes. He's like, we'll have you back in plenty of time. I'm like, no, you won't.
How is that
That's
even?
not physically possible to get me there back and do anything. I'm like, no, maybe we'll take you up on that at another time. But he was like so like get you in the van. And
Yeah.
then when you're in the van, you're like, I'd like to go home. You're like,
that sounds really creepy though. He's trying to get you in a van, dude.
yeah, it did seem very like kid with candy, like, you know, the
Yeah.
old man with like, hey kid, I got puppies and candy in here.
And
dude,
Mickey Mouse too. Yeah.
Dude, you literally couldn't have gotten into the van, drove over to the parking lot,
No.
and drove back in 20 minutes.
No,
Like, that's-
I'm like we're not missing our luau. We paid a lot of money for this luau.
Yeah.
We're like, we're not going to miss that. If we were just here walking around the hotel, I'm like, yeah, because you're not selling me. I don't have any money, so
So
you're not going to get. It's like,
So
you know,
the
getting money
joke's
on
on you.
stone.
So the joke's on you.
So, but
They're
I would
so
have totally taken
convincing.
the
They
guy.
don't care you don't have any money. They'll make it work. No money down at all for years
yeah.
until you sign that paper, and then all of a sudden, can we have your credit card number, please? Like what? Like I thought,
no.
no.
Nope,
Yeah.
I don't have credit cards. Thanks, though.
Now, if they tried to, if like, look, you know, you sign up for DVC, we'll give you a week at the Star Wars hotel. I'm like, baby, we're DVC members now.
Yeah.
No, that would be worthwhile, probably.
That
Yeah.
would. No, that would actually be worth it. That would be worth it.
And then I would resell my DVC membership
After staying there, and you're still
or be
you wouldn't get
leasing
what
the
you paid for
points.
it,
There's
but-
that whole like black market of points leasing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not really a black market, but you're not supposed like.
It's up there.
It's- When you pay for your points,
It's like
like
quasi legal, right?
you don't really realize how much each point is worth until you try doing that. Like points are worth hundreds of dollars. It's not like $35 a point. It's like a few $100s a point. And when I think back and like I see somebody like, I'm going to rent out 400 points and you can stay at any resort for a week, and then all of a sudden it'll be like $6,000. And I'm just like, Jesus, yeah, it's insane.
Wow.
It's insane. I'm glad I
And I
did
keep
it
seeing all
because
these places that'll like, you know, pop up and like, you know, 48% off of Disney booked rates by renting points. And I'm like, really?
No.
Can you really do that?
you can. And the thing is, the way they make it seem is like you're saving that much. You're only saving that much because you're actually staying in a DVC like studio or a 2-bedroom villa compared to a regular room like at the Grand Floridian, then yes, you're saving the money. But now that you're getting this humongous room, you know what I mean? That's the wording.
So you're kind of getting more for your money, but you're not saving.
But you're not
any
saving
money.
anything. No, exactly. You're
So
just
it's not
getting
like
to
I
stay
could
in a
go
room.
to. I couldn't stay at Disney for like a week in one of the cool hotels for like $1,000 or something like that because I rented points.
No, you could if you rented the right point. Like, it depends. There's like the certain times. If somebody wants to sell their points,
Like if I wanted to rent the Polynesian bungalows for a week
you're
for
screwed.
$1,000.
You're screwed. You ain't getting that. You ain't getting that for $1,000. But people have to cancel. Now, the DVC thing, people have to cancel by a certain time. And if you don't cancel, you lose your points. That's
What are
why
they
it
doing for
comes
you
in
guys
handy.
with this right now? What are they doing for you guys during this whole apocalypse scenario? What are they doing for the DVC?
All right, so I'm already paid up. I paid my 10 years for my 2 properties that I'm home resort to. So I only have to pay
Like
monthly
2
dues right now.
properties.
Yeah, I have 130 at Bay Lake points, and I have 200 at Saratoga. So we get 330 points a year.
Okay.
Wow.
They don't go that far, man. Believe me, they don't go that far. So I have not had to pay. And Jess, you might want to say this too, because you're a DVC member. I don't see on my statement. I haven't seen them take any money out for the annual dues. I mean the monthly dues. So Jess,
So what
I'm
is it?
not
Is it like
sure.
a maintenance fee? What do they get
Yes.
you for?
100. It's 170 a month.
Wow.
I know.
And that's
I
whether
know,
you
but-
do anything or not. You're just paying that to be a
Wow.
DVC.
But for the next 40 years, I have 330 points coming to me every year. So
Now, will it ever expire? Like, so after 40 years, you have no points?
I'm done. No more DVC member. You're done.
Really?
You can will it to someone. You can leave it to someone. You can write it off to someone. Like I don't want to do this anymore. I'm going to sell it to Drew. Here, Drew, I'm signing it over to you. And then Drew's like, all right, man. But Drew would have to take over the payments and everything.
But would it restart or just from what okay.
From where I'm at.
From where you're at on that.
Okay,
time.
Jen
There's
Jess
a
says
lot of
they're
people-
waiving cancellation penalties if you canceled your stay. Okay.
Or given any okay.
But don't points expire? Like you can't just bank points. Like
but
let's
that's
say
what
you
I'm
never
saying.
went to Disney for like 10 years. Now you've got
I can bank
3,200
points.
points.
I can bank points up to for 3 years. But after
Okay.
that 3 years, that first year I started banking, I got to use those points because they will be gone.
Okay,
And
so
that's
after
what people
3,
do.
those banked points will just so
Disappear.
that's why people will rent them out because
Yep. Because if
They're
they're,
gonna
not
lose them.
going, yep.
So they're going to lose it if they don't use it.
Exactly.
Wow.
If I wanted to stay at the Star Wars Hotel and it was going to take 5 years of banking points, I couldn't do that
Yeah.
because by the time I get to that 3rd year, the 4th year,
you're going to
that
be out of
first year,
the other
First
points are
year's
going to
gonna be
die
wiped
off.
out. Yeah. So you can't roll over.
Oh,
You'll
they're
do-
waiving
only
the
for-
bank.
you have a 3-year
They're waiving the bank.
Gotcha.
Jay, you've got a chance.
They were waiving the banking point time limit.
I'll be right back. Oh,
Better get that Star Wars reservation.
yeah,
Oh, my
right.
God. Yeah.
All
I'm
right,
gonna have
boys. This has been awesome
Hey,
tonight. I got to roll
This
out.
has been awesome, Jay. Thank you for stopping by.
No, this is your show, man. I am honored
Special
to be here.
guest.
Oh, I know. Special guest man.
star. You know,
And be on the lookout because I have a live stream coming up next week where it's going to be called Diz versus Chat. So if you guys want to go up against me in a game showish kind of scenario, I'll let you guys know when that's happening.
oh, amazing.
Rockin', dude. Rockin'.
Yeah, guys,
soon.
check out if you haven't. I know all you guys are here from the Diz fam. It looks like you guys know him anyway. I'm not even gonna say go check out Diz Jabber 71. If you're watching this later, guys, check out Diz Jabber 71. There is so much fun content on there. His chat shows are amazing. Even just his regular live streams where he'll bring in some of the Diz fam to do stuff.
Yep.
He's got one coming up with a new vlogger that just entered the Diz fam that I got to be on the show last night and ask a couple questions.
Cam
to.
Mack.
Cam Mack. He
From
is
Cam Mack
a
Adventures.
bartender who has worked at all the parks, basically. He's
He
worked
knows
everywhere.
everything.
He knows all the dirty secrets.
Ooh.
And he just gave some great stuff on the
Yep.
park. So that one's coming up in season 3, right?
Yep.
He's got a
I
whole
see.
bunch. Go check him out. It's amazing. It's so much fun.
Guys, we have a great time. And I will see all of you on Friday night at trivia.
All right,
All right.
buddy. We'll see you
And
then.
Drew's going to show up and steal everybody's points. Steal their funny points.
I'm not doing that anymore. I won't do it anymore. I promise. Just don't even count my points.
All right, guys.
Amazing.
You know I love you, brothers. Mwah. I'll see you guys later.
Take care.
Be good, man.
All right, man.
Later.
All right. I think we've gone 2.5 hours anyway.
Yes, we
That's
have.
pretty solid.
I think we've
it's
gone
been
on
fun.
some tangents, man. We did.
I
some
think we
tangents.
lived up to the name of the show.
Yeah. And that being said, does everybody think that we should just keep it like this and do just tangents and whatever?
Do we even need a topic? Let
Yeah.
us know in the comments. Do we even need a topic, or do we just do
Whatever.
the stream of consciousness tangent central
Go with the flow.
version of the show? I'm good either way. We'll come up with topics if you guys want us to make up a topic and then do nothing about it. And we just we can just come up with a topic. We're like, today's topic is this, and we'll never mention it.
You know what? I don't. No, you know what we should do? Just pick some weird random thing. Like next week could be we talk about oranges. And at some
Next week
point
will
we have-
be our favorite trash can at the Disney
yeah,
park.
yeah. Something random. I think we
But we won't talk about it.
no,
We'll
no,
just never talk about it.
no, we won't. So then people will see that and be like, oh, I want to know
We
about
had very little technical difficulties.
Oh.
That is impressive for us. Very impressive. Now my little earbuds are telling me to power low, please charge.
how.
It's so bad. It's got like this like Asian accent. It's hilarious.
I thought it
It's
was
like
great.
power on. It's like it's got this like it literally has an accent. It's hilarious to me. I know it sounds terrible, but it has an accent. The earbuds have an accent. This is what you get when you buy the Willy Bobo special earbuds. They have an accent. It's telling me right now. It's got like it's almost like a
Oh my god.
like an Asian person doing an English accent is what they tried to do. They tried to copy like the Siri voice, sort of. It's hilarious. So, guys, that's it. You guys know there is only one way to live.
Oh, that's right in the moment. And you know, Dad does not do outros.
So that's it, guys. We'll talk to you later. See you next Wednesday. Later.
Guys.